When we last left off, our trip. Third fucking time, motherfucker. Okay, anyway. When we last left off, our intrepid heroes. I don't fucking know. Just did the things and the stuff, and they talked to Princess Kitty Cat and told her that they're gonna have to crucify her because that's how werewolf cures roll, apparently.
But we're going to try. But we have 3 weeks or something before the
Yeah.
have an even opportunity to do that. So we're going to try and find a different way in the meantime and do other stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of other stuff, Skezza has discovered the whereabouts of an ancient and forgotten temple of Kaelirra, located in the mountains, in the abandoned remnants of a human settlement that was probably destroyed in the fall of winter about 1,000 years ago. She has reason to believe, due to magic mirror bullshit, that there may be an aspect of Kaelirra, or the ritual to summon one, contained within that temple.
Yes.
And so, after some debate amongst the party, they have decided to go venture forth to the temple and try and recover said aspect.
Ooh.
Alright, guys, have fun.
I wonder if... No. You're coming too.
Why?
Because.
Okay.
I wonder if the two. I wonder if we succeed and get the second clear. I wonder if they're gonna dislike each other and argue like the two Kinaras do.
Probably.
It's a good question. After all, aspects do represent very different aspects of the god's portfolio. I chose that name for a reason. Anyway.
You didn't choose the name.
Yes, I did.
D&D chose the name.
No, I didn't.
When was the last time we even saw Kinara or one of them?
Alright, over here.
You haven't brought either of them with us on anything for like.
Because they're useless.
Oh. Oh wow, that's mean.
Brutal.
I don't even have the second Kanara on my waifu list.
Yeah, they share a token. It's fine.
Also, Brendan Highever shouldn't be on my waifu
Right.
list.
Wrong waifu. Let's put all these.
I can't even move Brandon.
Let's see. Oh yeah, this is his old token. Hold on, let me go get his newer one. Let's see, the Nye's Estate.
God damn it.
Nice estate. Yeah, can we just Photoshop Rents out of the group picture?
So disappointing.
Yup.
Una cum sale.
It is basically the best family fucking. What do you even call that? The house
Motto.
words. Yeah, the motto. There you go.
What's the motto? Nothing. What's the motto with you? Last time I did it, nobody caught on, so I had to do it myself.
I caught on.
Alright.
I'm mad clever, dog.
So, yeah, Saxa is still gravidly pregnant, and Geistrin is now ambassador to the Dark Elves. So you have access to Clarabelle back if you so choose, Sig.
Yeah, put it in her butt.
Yeah. Kina, do you have the leadership feat?
No.
Put one of those back. Get
Fuck.
your bird.
I guess this would be the most appropriate one to bring.
Probably a good choice.
Now, probably not a good idea to take Lane into enemy territory.
It's not like anyone will recognize her at this point.
I know, right? She's
gone from being a cat girl to a fox girl.
Does she even have any right to the throne now?
Good Good question.
Good question.
Her dad probably thinks she's dead, and her sister is the crown princess and would have inherited the throne anyway. So long as Lynn doesn't die or just have an accident of some sort, then Lane's inheritance is basically a moot point.
The moot point?
Well, it's no longer a moot point since you cast what's called Itty Bitty Titty Committee on her.
Oh, ruined forever.
Celadrie,
It's like-
you
it's
have
like
the
when a
leadership feed.
It's like when
No,
a girl
Kaelirra's a summon. Fuck
with
off.
really great
You know, that's
boobs
fair enough.
gets a reduction. It's the worst.
I pay my dues with Kaelirra by
Other Clear is going
sacrificing
to be a
spell.
young
This is true.
character.
This is
spell
true.
slot.
Right, that's how she works. Unlike Kaelirra, who's just here forever. Alright, Sig, you bringing anyone?
Where are we going?
Her big
To
swing
find
cock.
an artifact of Kaelirra.
Hmm.
You have not a Paladin Kaelirra, but a Paladin and Kaelirran Hornet.
I
Also
think the
Goblin.
queen needs to do queen things, so I think I would be surprised if she actually wanted to go out on this type of shit.
Well, sure. I mean, this is recovering an artifact of her goddess, so yeah. It is a worthy use of her time.
Moo.
Alright, the Moo Brigade.
Now we just need to find a way to make some calbies.
I think the Bee Girls are way ahead of you on that.
Yeah, let me tell you about something I saw the other day.
Okay.
Oh, you actually do want me to say? Okay.
Continue.
Well, I mean, why else would you say that if you didn't want to tell me?
Yeah, the bees, the cowgirls that the bees have been holding on to, the ones that were from Big T's farm, they're lactating honey now. So they're becoming a little bee-like.
Oh, hi, there's another Kaelirra on here. Or not Kaelirra. I thought that was Kaelirra, or Kaelirra, but it's Kaelirra. Never mind.
No, there should be two Kinathis.
Yeah.
Oh, Aspect of Valor. It's
I
under
thought the
stats somewhere.
Kaelirra was a Kaelirra because they were like right there.
Do you want to take the Aspect of Valor? Because I do have her stats somewhere around here. Or would you rather stick with the bubbly bimbo tar?
They can't level up, can they?
No. You level them up by summoning the higher level version.
So stupid. I'll take Bubbly Bimbo.
Alright.
I wonder what aspect of this place.
Although I can just summon up other one later if I need.
Yes. Alright, so, follow-up question. How are you getting there? Especially since you do have so many people and also a tar.
I can summon her.
That's true.
I'll get there.
You can unsummon her for a few minutes, that's fine. Or a few hours.
However long it takes to get there.
Mm-hmm. But still, you have like 8 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people who can't fly and 1 who can. So,
Who can fly?
Celadrie.
Well,
Celadrie don't need no mount.
I can
I shake
take
my wings
myself.
Mukau.
I can take myself, Kaelirra, and probably 2 others on Razorwing.
Alright.
Ultra.
So, Sig, do you have one of your drakes in town? I think you do. Oh gosh.
Sure.
I didn't want to be in my Roll20 campaign anyway. Fuck.
Uh-oh. Bye, Savin.
Fuck. Okay, here we go. That's it. Okay. So, Razorwing and 1 Drake carrying a bunch of people over yonder. Cool. So, it's basically a
Over
day
yonder.
trip. Alright, so you want to go in like that.
We should probably take a more circuitous route to get there. We don't just want to go straight line and just fly right over the border for like hours. Make that part as quick as possible.
Alright. So you'll probably arrive there late afternoon if you go the long way around. That's fine.
Let's do this quickly.
Boop. Oh boy. Oh boy, things.
Oh boy!
Oh shit!
Stuff and
Also
things.
stuff. Yeah,
Yes.
there it is.
Fuck.
Somebody grab the loot, because we're gonna get fucked in the butt.
It's okay, because the fact that you went the long way means that you're not rolling on the mountains encounter table, but rather the pergolith one.
Oh well, that's
Much
good.
lower chance of horrible shit.
I remember you in the mountains.
1d100.
Yeah, we gotta fight 54 kobolds.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
They're dragon rot kobolds. They're all wizards
Oh god.
with 24 intelligence.
And 24 hit dice.
Uh,
They're only level 1 wizards. The other 23 are from kobolds, so it's fine. But
oh, okay. Well, that's not.
Beware
well,
the
that's
traps, motherfucker.
Still pretty
So,
Epic level
50 for zombie cowgirls.
yes.
Ew.
They lactate butter.
They're zombie cowgirls. They lactate curdled milk.
Don't you mean
Also
yogurt?
works. Yeah, yogurt. There we go.
Gross.
Lactate
Alright.
cottage cheese.
Stop.
They're
It
zombies,
just
it's
gets
not
worse.
Oh
Pleasant.
god, please
It just
stop.
gets worse.
I'm sorry. Dude, game's over. Everyone go home. It's done.
Alright.
Done. Alright, so as the party is swooping along the plains, you see several very large figures stomping through the tall grasses. From your height, you can't tell exactly what they are, but they most certainly are much larger than your average human and burly to boot, with what
Minotaurs.
looks like skin in shades of grays and dark ruddy reds. The party appears armed, carrying spears, clubs, and great bows. And from a casual glance, it looks like they're in pursuit of something, the way they're moving quickly and in formation. What do you do?
Well, get down there and suck their dicks, Skezza.
No, we don't know that. No, well, one, we don't know that's what they are, and two, no. You can't make me. Only I can make me do that. Let's get a look. Let's dive and get a closer look.
Okie dokie. Let me
Dip, dive, duck, dodge, and dive.
throw you guys over onto another map in a second. Hey, wow, look, old SIG tokens.
Old tokens as far as the eyes can see. I don't see those tokens, Savin.
It's
Should I turn on your stream so I
No,
can see my
it's-
tokens?
Please don't. Let's see, I'll throw you guys about here. Come. Then need some other tokens. What for to represent these guys? Anytime you want to load roll 20, that'd be just great. Alright, thank you very much. Good. Actually. As you guys
Ogres.
are flying around and you swoop down, yes, you see that this group of folk is a big ol' horde of towering behemothian humanoids. They're wearing ragged scraps rather than armor and carrying very crude weapons, but they do seem to have enough discipline to maintain a very rough arrowhead formation as they sweep the grasslands for something. They look up and cover their eyes, some scowling with annoyance as you sweep down. But they make no immediately hostile motion, other than putting hands on their weapons.
Don't worry, we're just birds. Caw, caw.
I don't think they fell for it. Although they do seem rather alarmed by the presence of Razorwing. Giant scary motherfucker that he is.
Birdie bird.
It's okay, depending on how far away he is. He can just seem like a bird flying in the sky. Just like normal sized bird.
No, they are cunning enough to realize that Razorwing here is a bit larger than a normal bird.
He's just a dire Deathwing, that's all.
It's a dire bird. No. Oh, I wish he was a dire hawk.
A
Giant
dire
hawk.
giant hawk.
That'd be great. Oh man, that'd be so cool.
I wonder if there's such thing as a dire human. And if it would just be an adventurer.
I'm pretty
You
sure
can
that's
make-
exactly what that is.
You can slap dire on anything.
It is just a template.
Because dire things usually have like spikes and
Spiky.
armor plates.
Well, usually.
Spiky, leathery, or
Orcs are
titans.
dire humans.
You make a fair point.
Hmm.
No, orcs are dire elves.
That even more appropriate.
Anyway.
Anyway, so they've not made a hostile motion, but they are most certainly aware of you now as you sweep down from on high. So,
Okay.
what do you do?
What are you looking for? We can help you see it from up here.
The ogre at the front of the pack scowls and waves his hand as if to brush you away like a fly. No! Little fairy, go! Go!
Little fairy, no. Little fairy, go.
He cocks his head to the side. Whoa!
What?
He does not seem to have understood what you said in his tiny little ogre brain.
I'm gonna cast Celadrie's compelling questions. What are you looking for?
Alright.
It's the first time I got to use the spell.
So does that spell have somatic components by chance?
Let's see. Celadrie's compelling questions. Yes, it does.
Right. Well. So as soon as you start making your arcane gestures, several of the ogres, pull back their great bows and aim them menacingly at you.
Hey!
But since nothing like showy and explosive comes out of your fingers, they don't quite shoot them at you. So, it's a will save, I believe?
Yes.
It's
Oh boy.
okay. Surprisingly enough, ogres are terrible at will saves, turns out. I think he failed. Just maybe.
DC
Maybe.
21. I'm just asking, what are you looking for down here?
What are you buying?
The ogre leader scratches his big jutting jaw. Some bits of saliva sort of splatter onto the ground. We look for wingy woman. And he makes like chicken wing gestures under his arms.
Wingy.
Several of the ogres behind him laugh raucously.
Like a harpy?
Like harpy, but wings are see-through. Misty.
Misty.
Like fairy wings? I flutter my wings and cluck like a chicken
No.
Oh,
to entertain them.
He drools slightly before looking up and pointing at a cloud.
Huh. Cloudy wings? That's bizarre.
You note that the clouds out today are a bit dark with rain.
What do you guys think? I got a few more questions I could ask him if you
A
want.
winged woman with dark wings. Did Ash have dark wings? Ash had dark.
Yes, she had, as a fury, she has dark wings that are basically made of ash that sprout from behind her. Hence the
It's
name.
Ash.
Would be a fair assumption.
Which direction did she go? Did you see?
I will relay the question, so yes, answer.
How many questions does he have to answer, or is it just like a time duration?
One round per level, and I get a question each round.
Okay, so yeah, there's several questions in. Alright, he points in like a 180 degree arc in front of this big old like arrowhead formation that he's part of. Mist woman go this way. We find, then we pluck. And he makes like ripping gestures with his arms.
Is this
Must be
Ash?
magic.
Is this Ash a good person?
As far as we know, she seems pretty on the level. Didn't seem anything like that other Fury we found who was, mind controlling people and broke your mirror by looking at it.
Yeah, fuck that person.
She's the one that we
That's
freed
my
from that stasis thing in Crystal Horn.
Okay. Oh, so she's my property. You freed my property.
Perhaps we could see if we can find the lady. Wonder what she's been.
Should we kill
what
these
she's
guys?
up to. How strong are ogres?
Pretty strong. They do have a noted reputation for being able to just rip a dude's arms right off his sockets. So
There's a lot of them.
there are about 13, you reckon? Unlucky number.
That's my lucky number, motherfucker.
I would suggest we do not engage them.
You sure?
Pretty sure. We should try and find Ash instead. We can fly, they cannot. We have a much better chance of locating her than they do.
Yeah, my confusion can't hit that many people.
Exactly.
I could hit everybody in the front. Well, just these 4 and the 5 in the front. Alright, guys. Have fun.
Let's widen our formation, our flying formation, and see if we can spot a one Ash.
It's pretty easy to spot. Just look for the person that's catching them all.
Alright, yeah. If you guys want to go search for each crew of a winged creature can make a perception check with advantage. Those who are all by themselves can also make one, though you won't have anyone to help you.
Okay. So that is a Skezza and a Kaelirra and whoever else is on.
Lame.
What's it? Who's also on? What's it? Razorwing.
Princess Foxbutt.
Princess Fucksbutt?
Then Sig has Clarabelle on whichever of his drakes he's using.
Lane, what's it like being a fox butt?
She, wrinkles her nose at you. Is this really the time to be asking?
Well, I mean, you're the only other one that I know, and it's kind of been something I've been thinking about.
Maybe ask me again when there isn't someone about to get eaten by ogres?
You're probably right. Yeah. Perception's a wisdom.
Yes, it is still it is basically...
Kaelirra, your wisdom is terrible. What's wrong with you?
Brutal.
So she'll be making just a flat d20 with advantage at least. So, Kaelirra, you go first. Skezza, you go next. 3. Skezza's perception's not much better on. So, good job, Kaelirra. Good job, Skezza. Good job, Skezza. Fuck
Alright.
you, cow.
The Deathwing crew does not see anything as you, zip around. Map. Sig, do you want to...
I got something.
Who has the best perception on my boat?
Fuck.
Probably,
Or do we all get to roll?
You or Clarabelle can roll with advantage.
What's Clarabelle's bonus?
Let's find out. -1.
Yay, that's the best one we have.
A plus.
It's like 11sies.
Alright, so...
Hey, Razor Wing here.
Razorwing cannot make that
He
check.
Are you sure?
Alright, he can't communicate it. Razorwing turns around and says, "Oi, she's over there, bitch!" Points.
Well, I mean, he can squawk and move, and move in the direction that he sees something.
Alright, just because you rolled a 20, as you're passing over this way, Razorwing squawks and flutters his wings and starts dive bombing towards a little clearing in the brush.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Sig, where do you want to be while Razorwing's taking a nosedive? In the same sort of area, or over the ogres?
Yeah. I'll hang out over the ogres, I guess.
Alright, well, you should have control of your Drake, so you can move him where you'd like to be. So, as Deathwing makes a dive bomb, you see, indeed, Ash is ducked down in the knee-high brush, basically putting her face right in the dirt, holding a broken sword in one hand, and her wings are tightly wrapped around her shoulders. And you also notice, and by you I mean Deathwing, notices that there is another shape moving through the brush, going right towards her, creeping very quietly.
What is that?
That is a much, much burlier female ogre with red skin, braided black scruffy hair, and a big tubby belly. And she's got a gigantic axe slung over her shoulder.
Hey, Deathwing. Hey, Razorwing. Grab her up in your claws. Be very careful, though. So he's gonna try and pick up Ash like she's some prey, I guess.
All right. Let's see. Why
grab her and fly off?
Oh god, no, go. Roll 20, please. Why don't you have him make a finesse check to see if he can gently pick her up on just a swoop by. Preferably without the ogres seeing. Yeah, that is dexterity if he does not have the skill. Which is pretty likely given that he is,
Let me check the consolidated skill list.
my stream going?
skills.
Oh, shit.
Let me see. Consolidated skills. What does
Uh.
finesse actually fall under?
Finesse.
Well, his dex is pretty good, at least. So, well, not so bad. It's not. Hey! Nice job there, Razorwing.
Nice job. All right, he swoops down, grabs Ash,
Who's a
and
pretty birdie.
swoops back up. Just as this big tubby ogre is about to go grab Ash, she looks up, sees Razorwing zip by, but doesn't quite see that Ash is in his talons, so she scratches her jowls and looks around. Oh, whoa. And Razorwing flies back.
Whoa. Let's get a little ways away from these people, from these ogres, and then touch down.
Alright. Sounds like a plan.
We'll probably try to put like a kilometer or two between us, and then set Ash back down and land.
What's a kilometer?
Alright, so you guys are about there by the time you set down. It's a journey of minutes for you high in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And when Razorwing sets down, Ash is gently placed on the ground, but still lets out a long-held breath. And shakes her head. You can see that she is very dirty. Her skin, once a slightly tanned bronze, is now covered in dirt and twigs, and her weapon seems to have shattered at some point, and nothing but a broken hilt now.
Oh dear.
She looks at you, dead in the eye, and gives you a slight nod. Thank you. I wasn't sure I was going to survive that one.
What happened?
Ogres. They came out of the hills, I think. I was making camp, not far from here. Half a day's journey. Ambushed me in the night. Decided they wanted to play Pluck the Fly's Wings.
They did say something about that.
She rolls her shoulders and the ashen wings behind her dissipate into mist. Lucky for me, I managed to hide them long enough that they got bored. I was able to sneak away.
Well, that's good.
Fortunately, they picked up the pursuit the next day, and I've been on the run since.
Right. So I guess I see that you left the crystal horn.
She nods. I thought to make my way to the coast, but there were many strange and unfamiliar sights between here and there. I admit I couldn't find the way.
I see. Well, we could take you back there on our way back. We have some business in this area, and we'll be heading back to Pergolith and Kalensburg, which is on the coastline. We could escort you there, if you don't mind waiting an extra day or two.
That's quite all right. I've been more than enough of a burden.
No, it's no trouble.
She looks between the lot of you. Are you sure? I don't mean to inconvenience you further. You've done more than you should have.
Oh, it's fine.
She looks between you and the faint shapes of ogres on the horizon and nods. I suppose flying with you is a much superior choice.
Should be a bit safer. If you don't mind my asking, how were things at Crystal Horn before you left? Was everything okay?
Largely unchanged until a group of men in cloaks came.
Shit.
About 24 perhaps. They drove most of the harpies away and entered the complex.
Aww.
To what
Uh-oh.
end, I don't know. I chose the better part
Did-
of valor.
Did the Guardians get in their way?
At first, yes, but they produced some sort of token, I think, that let them through unopposed.
Should we make a detour?
I would ill-advise it. The Guardians are out in force now. Every time I've tried to get near the place again, they've come hard and without mercy. She looks at the broken sword in her hand and tosses it aside. Ugh, it was all I could do to get away.
Can you describe these people that went there?
Not well. They wore masks, cloaks, hoods,
Masks,
light
cloaks.
armor. Though they were led by another, a man in full plate. Carried a large sword, I believe.
Celadrie, God.
What? Huh? What'd I do?
Skezza doesn't know, but Kinathis knows.
It's fine, it's fine. Nothing happened. It's fine.
What did I do?
Everything's good.
Seriously.
I think your Thieves Guild friends have taken control of Crystal Horn.
Shit.
God damn it, third.
I've been telling you, we need to get to Crystal Horn.
Well, that's fine. They're just thieves. We'll take it back from them.
Yeah, they're just standing in for me.
Naturally,
They're stewards for the steward.
but of course, it only makes sense.
Fuck.
Well, you know, while we're after we leave the temple, we could go and take a look at that castle where the vampire is, and see if we can find the actual owner now.
That might be a good choice.
That way, the real owner can come by, if he's still alive, and maybe help us kick these people out?
If he's still alive, then one would think he would find having a thieves' guild occupying his fortress to be rather unpleasant.
What do you guys think?
Hmm.
Not my castle. But let's go kill all the thieves.
Yeah. If they're trying to steal my crystal horn, fuck them. We can go get your Kaelirra first if you want.
This is they're both important.
I've been trying to get us to go to Crystal Horn for forever, and everyone's like, nah,
Well-
bro.
You could have gone on your own. You could have used your mirror to go there instantaneously.
Yeah, my mirror that makes me go insane whenever I go through it.
Yeah, well, you know, you could have gone to Crystal Horn once instead of, you know, stealing from the rich.
But I got the mirror from stealing from the rich.
You had a chance, but now we have to definitely deal with these people now. Savin, are you prepared for that?
No.
Well,
Clear of that.
for the sake of the DM, I won't derail his plans. May he grant mercy on us all for this decision.
No derailments.
Let's go to the Kaelirran Temple and give Savin time to actually prepare that future thing.
Alright. So, given that, there are still a party of ogres who possibly by now have realized they've been duped and or ensorcelled.
Now fuck that, let's get out of here.
Yeah, alright.
Whoosh.
And now to grab tokens again, because there's a big-ass map for this place,
Oh boy.
with a not insignificant chance of it just being horribly broken. But let's find out. Off to a good start, roll 20. Roll 20 is continuing the time-honored tradition of shitting its pants. Okay, cool. Alright, here we go. Get back.
Oh, I'm sure Hedrah is quite upset. Or would be quite upset if she was not listening.
Turns out this was a perfect session for her to miss.
I know,
Otherwise,
right?
She probably would have popped a blood vein.
Yeah. Well, yeah. She also could have used the mirror at any time she wanted anyway.
Alright, so you sweep down into a heavily forested valley nestled between two of the large southernmost mountains. There you see a crystal clear blue stream heading down from on high, and many trees and many bits of stone. Perhaps some of them might have been its wall or pillar, but you see no evidence from on high of the town itself, the ruins you seek. Perhaps the trees have grown so thick and so tall that they overshadow them. And so you find yourselves forced to put down near the entrance to the Vale and begin your approach on foot. Deathwing makes a sad, whining hawk sound as the party dismounts him.
Oh, there. It's okay.
And hops around on his 2 feet, fairly sure that he's not going to be able to maneuver very easily beneath this heavy canopy of trees.
Poor guy.
So, by the by, how much can you guys see?
I can see
like a little tiny island or shoreline, whatever.
I can also see up here.
Okay. Good. So basically just within your, 60 feet of dark vision range?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Cool.
I
Perfect.
see a little drow girl over by the fire.
E. That is... perfect.
Maybe we should ask her for directions.
Yeah. To the north and east, not very far away from where you let down, you can see what looks to be a campfire set up beneath the canopies, and a raggedy old tent propped up between two low-hanging branches. A single cloaked figure is sitting at the fire, looking rather disheveled and miserable.
I will approach.
Yeah.
And I will not, shout. I'll just call out to her.
Hi!
Excuse me.
Just as soon as you're starting to announce yourself, your little cow hooves brush up against something very taut lying across the grass.
Yerk.
And you hear bells ringing
Oops.
The woman ahead snaps up and jumps to her feet, pulling a dagger out from under her cloak. But seeing a group of adventurers, she lets out a long-held breath and puts her hands up as if to say that she means no harm. She says something in her language that she can't understand, unfortunately. Actually, Celadrie, do you happen to speak Ancient Elvish?
I don't think that's on my list, no. I can check.
Zig.
Common, Gathlian, Hobgoblin, Amazon, Sphinx, Dwarven, Sylvan, Draconic, Elven, Cowgirl, Common Sign Language, and Celadrie.
Wait, you speak Cowgirl? Fuck off.
It's not even a language.
Alright.
Shut up.
Okay, I'll replace Cowgirl with Ancient Elven.
I need sight on Nisa and Quirrell.
Alright, give me a sec. Let's see. Skezza, how much dark vision do you have? 60 feet?
60.
Alright, there we go. And Nasa can have 30. Has sight and has sight. Clear a bull. Alright, Celadrie, make an intelligence test, please.
Test?
Yes. A test.
The fuck's a test?
It's the time when you roll a d20 and add a relevant modifier. Alright, cool.
Check.
So the elf starts speaking in her language, and while you're not quite up to date on the language of this long-forgotten breed, you're fairly certain she's saying that she means no harm and to not freak out. She's going to pull something out of her bag, and her hand starts, slowly reaching into her backpack. If no one stops her, she pulls out a scroll.
It's okay. We're not here to hurt you.
She nods, like half understanding what you're saying, and starts reading the scroll very quickly.
Just
don't mind me casting spell.
Move back here a little bit.
Maybe she's saying something to understand us?
Yes, that's it, exactly. Right. She says
hey.
As the spell finishes.
I knew that was what was happening.
Almost out of these. As the scroll just crumbles to dust in her hands, she shakes it off.
Hey, do you speak Draconic?
What?
I was saying Draconic.
In that case, no. She just like cocks her head. What language is that? The scroll. I understand it. That just sounds really weird.
And common over there. It's a secret.
It's dragon.
Stop telling everybody the secret.
No, I don't speak that. I don't even speak your language.
Elvish?
You speak Elvish? Not very well.
Elvish?
Sorry, I don't mean... sorry. She flails her hands around for a minute and puts her dagger away. Sorry, hi. Wow, there's a lot of you.
Yes.
What's up?
I don't have any valuables, by the way. Just so
We're
you know.
not here to rob you. We're looking for something. And we are not familiar with this area.
Oh, whew. Treasure hunters, then. Good. That's right. Didn't think any other parties would be coming this quickly. You didn't see any minotaurs coming in, did you?
No.
A dozen or so with big heavy armor?
No. Were we supposed to?
I was really hoping you had.
Why?
I was with another party. My mistress, one of her bodyguards. We tried crossing the river twice. First, this group of plant people came out of nowhere. They pushed us back. Then we tried again, and minotaurs jumped out of the brush, threw nets at us, trying to capture us. They killed our bodyguard, dragged my mistress off. I haven't seen her in almost a day.
Ugh. Are all elves really pretty?
You see her dusky purple cheeks flush a little bit. I guess.
Are all cows such flatterers? I'll look at Clarabelle.
Clarabelle will
Wow.
just look you in the eyes and say, "You have pretty eyes, Sig."
All
We should
right.
probably try. We might want to help her find the other elf. Oh, she's probably not having a very good time, or she's having a really good time. I mean, you never know.
I would really appreciate it if you could. Like I said, I don't really have anything valuable on me, but I'm sure my mistress could reward you. We were coming here to find an artifact, very valuable, hopefully.
Well, what a coincidence. We're also looking for an artifact.
Really?
Yes.
She glances around a little
There are.
nervously. What's her name? The fox god, the young one.
Kaelirra.
Kaelirra, yes, that's right.
Yes, we are searching for the temple of Kaelirra that was here.
Great, then we're here for the same thing. Even better.
We are here under the will of the goddess herself to find it.
So are we, I hope. My mistress, she was a priestess of the sun, one of the most important ones in the city. We came here to find this lost temple. That there was supposed to be something incredibly powerful, a relic of the old gods.
There's something here, that's for sure.
Whatever it is here, it's powerful, all right. The whole forest just rises up against you if you try to get near.
Well,
It's a bad time.
if it's defending the artifact, it may not like it. Perhaps it will let us through, and then
I don't know. My mistress tried to tell them she was a priestess, that she had divine right to be here, but they didn't care.
well, you didn't have Kaelirra herself and her champion here with you.
She cocks her head to the side. I think this scroll's not working very well. What? Kaelirra waves from the background.
Kaelirra, come here.
Hi. The elf shrieks and stumbles back. You did goddess. She glances around, scrambles onto her knees, bows her head.
Oh my! I didn't know you had.
It's kind of a pushover.
I didn't know elves worship you.
Kaelirra shrugs. I suppose everyone worships. It's not like I was that new of an addition to the pantheon, was I?
I suppose it relatively, when you think about the long game, probably.
The elf will add, we from Gelavos, we worship all the gods equally. At least we try to. It's an honor, my lady. If we have you with us, I'm sure we can rescue my mistress.
Hopefully. Do you know which way they took her?
South, I think. Although they seem to have come from the north. At least I think they did.
South, huh?
Mm-hmm. I've seen lights that way, but I couldn't get near. Every time I try to cross the river, even now, those forest people come out of nowhere.
Well, let's go then. Let's try and find your mistress.
Thank you. I'm Sandra, by the way, she says, extending a hand to you and smiling.
I will shake her hand. It is nice to meet you.
You too, all of you. Hopefully we work well together. She nods nervously. glancing around at the deserted camp behind her.
Let's try finding her. Let's see. South, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can't pick up their trail.
I can lead you to the place where the Minotaurs ambushed us if you want.
Please.
That's probably still dangerous.
We'll see. We can handle ourselves.
I hope so. Our party clearly wasn't large enough to handle themselves. Follow me. And she will start heading south along the river. And the rest of the party gets left behind.
Yep, because they're not listening.
Oh, come on, jeez. Fuck.
She eventually gets to a fairly high ridge, about 8 feet tall, and jumps up. Could one of you give me a boost? I'll lower a rope back down.
Flutter,
I'll get
flutter,
her
flutter.
first.
Blood
Oh.
boost. Oh,
Right.
damn.
So Celadrie flutters up. She gets a boost. Gets there
Yeah.
about the same time.
Missed a chance to grope ass.
I mean, she accepts the offer to boost if you want to try.
That Celadrie beat me to it.
Hmm.
Celadrie wins.
Celadrie wins. Does Celadrie have a rope to throw down? Otherwise, you'll get one
I
from
just
Nissandra.
pass one up.
Alright, yeah. Nissandra tosses you one she produces from under her cloak, and when she does so, you can see that she's largely naked under there, save for a tight-hugging chainmail bikini that glistens with silver in the light.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I give her a thumbs up.
She smiles and
Flap.
scampers up the rope once you lower it down. It's not much farther. I hope you're not squeamish. There's some blood.
We've seen plenty of violence in our time. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Alright, so she leads you down the riverbank.
Wait, why am I moving lane? How did I steal lane?
I don't know, but give her back. Actually,
There
keep
you go.
keep
No,
moving her.
too late, too late.
'Cause I've lost my phone and I'm trying to find it.
Hmm.
Alright, so you
It's such a
approach-
high quality map.
Yay.
Many res. Wow.
Wow. So you get to a part of the riverbank that's dried out, and there you can see a elven adventurer dressed just like Nissandra with a black cloak and bits of chainmail bikini clinging to her cold, slightly rotten flesh. Looks like something's been nibbling on her legs as she lies here, but the brunt of the death came from a great axe you imagined cleaving into her chest. Chainmail bikini did not help.
You might want to get those things enchanted.
They're not meant to stop. We weren't expecting a fight. Otherwise, we would have brought, heavy armor. These are just for the temple.
Which way did they come from then?
She points across the river to where you can see a hint of a minotaur body lying on the hilltop. Just over there. They were lying in ambush, waiting for us to get in the middle of the river where we couldn't move properly. Careful, it's more than waist deep.
Hop,
Flutter, 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 flutter.
Wee.
There's dead minotaurs over here.
Flap, flap, flap.
Yeah, Celadrie, you see a minotaur who looks like he took a fireball directly to the face. He's scorched black and there's blood splatter everywhere from where his organs sort of vaporized.
Steak, anyone? It's a little crispy. Might need some A1 sauce.
Clarabelle scowls heavily at you.
Oh, yeah.
I will begin.
Sig eats you plenty.
Always. I have a thing for this.
Blush scowl.
So do we like set the rope across this thing too, so people can cross it better?
And Sandra looks around and says, "If you want, if there's no minotaurs around, it should be safe to cross. I hope." As she says that, she turns around and closes the eyes on the body beside her, mumbles something in Elvish, turns back to you. Do you see any tracks over there? Any sign where they went? Skezza don't see shit.
Skezza, try harder. Wait, I almost forgot. I completely forgot. Amulet of the Huntress, that's what it's called.
Yes.
Gives me advantage when tracking. I think it's once a day or something.
If it's once a day, you should have announced that beforehand. But you can pass it off to Kaelirra for the moment. Or to someone whose wisdom is not balls. Speaking of people who have balls for wisdom, Sig, roll a perception test real quick. Check thingy. Words.
That's funny.
You notice that as Nisandra is closing the dead elf's eyes, her other hand pulls something off of the corpse's like chainmail bikini bottom's belt and tucks it into her own cloak.
What you looting?
Huh? The supplies we brought with us. Mindrel here was carrying most of them.
That didn't look like supplies.
She glances around. Here, it's... She pulls the bag out and thrusts it towards you. Just don't take anything, please. I need that to get home.
I'm not. That's okay. I'll look. What is it?
It is a bag of 2,000 GP's worth, you imagine, of small gemstones, and a few very small, tightly wrapped ration packs. And
that's what you took off the corpse?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, I'll throw it back at her.
She catches
Why would I
it.
take it? I don't need your money.
She shrugs.
Fine, Kaelirra, thank you.
Sorry, it's just more than one group of surfacers have tried to rob us since we left home.
I wouldn't recommend carrying so much money with you. It's a pretty bad idea.
But I guess. I mean, it wouldn't have been anything back home, but...
Apparently, the things that aren't worth that much back home are worth a lot more up here, because you said it was 2,000 gold pieces worth, right, Savin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's a small fortune.
Oh, actually, it is 2,000 SP, derp.
Oh.
It is still a small fortune, but, you know.
Right, well, that's still a tiny fortune. A tiny fortune.
A tiny Fortran.
Now everyone hates it.
And she'll pocket the coins, or the gems again, and give you a small smile. Right, I'm gonna cross now. Goodbye, Mindrel. She wades in.
Kaelirra got a 17 to look for tracks.
Alright, Kaelirra sees tracks that head pretty much due south, like this way, along the ridge.
Okay. Where's everybody?
Right here.
Well, come on across the river. We found tracks.
Alright, fine. Bill,
Lane.
Lane.
I can't move her anymore. Third's got to keep track of his waifus.
Alright, I'll just give you control better.
Nah, I'm cool.
Alright, I'm gonna give her
Nah.
the boobs.
Okay.
She She's gonna join the Big Boob Brigade.
Fuck off. Itty bitty titty committee.
Along with
Woo.
me and Boob Queen and Boob Cow.
Fuck we going?
South.
I'm following the moo.
That is a really big bird.
Can't
Yeah.
handle the move.
He's my mount. He's a very pretty bird. As you walk.
pretty bird. Rah!
So you approach a small, like, watering hole not too far from the river. And the tracks definitely seem to circle here for a while, as if the group paused to take stock, patch their wounds. With Kaelirra's 17, she can see that they appear to be dragging someone with them, although she can't tell the group's numbers or exactly what was going on.
I don't know. I feel something. I think something's nearby, over in this direction. But let's see where they went next.
Alright, give me another survival check.
Skezza, use your advantage. Oh, fuck you, roll 20.
You
Fuck.
can't tell. There are
Kaelirra
lots of
can't
sets
tell
of
either.
tracks around here.
Does anyone else have survival? Deathwing has survival.
No, Deathwing cannot track tracks.
Damn
Not
it.
from down here. He needs to be up in the air for that sort of thing.
Damn it.
What about Clarabelle or Queen Nisa?
Nasa might have
Nisa
some
Jar
ability.
Jar Banks.
Nasa does have a +2 wisdom, though she's not trained in survival.
Fuck you, roll 20.
This
So
party composition is not ideal for tracking.
Nisa's got it. She's gonna roll 20. +2? +2.
Buzz buzz.
17.
Alright, she...
Buzzing intensifies.
Bzz, 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 bzz. She buzzes around, sniffs the air, pokes at some of the dirt and muck near the watering hole, and looks pretty much due eastward from here and says, I think they went this way. The hoof prints are getting harder to follow, though. The ground's harder here. More traveled.
Uh-huh. I see why.
Yes. As you approach, you see what looks like a big-ass pit that's been dug about 30 feet down. And at the bottom, there's a great deal of very ornate stonework surrounding a dais on which sits a statue of Kaelirra. Unfortunately, this one has been weathered almost to the point of being unrecognizable. Merely stubs for her ears, and her tails have almost all broken off.
Aww.
The bowl that might have held Kaelirra's tears at one point has been shattered and broken off at the wrist, leaving nothing but a stump. As you pile down, would everyone make a perception check, please?
Maybe.
Alright.
Clarabelle, I'm counting on you. Sig, I'm counting on you.
Literally not.
I don't know what
Oh my
Clarabelle's bonus
God.
is. Whoops, that's a 1d29. Counting on you.
Alright, Clarabelle is not surprised, but everyone else is. As...
Let me see what Lane gets.
Not good.
I just have to find it on your giant fucking sheet here.
What's hyperlinked?
Is there a reason why we didn't bring... Oh, we did bring an aspect of Kaelirra. Never mind. I was gonna say.
Alright.
Ah.
Lane
Lane.
and Clarabelle are not surprised, as several groups of vines and moss clinging to the walls of this pit pull themselves free, vines whipping around until they form vaguely humanoid shapes, but horribly twisted, growing in unnatural ways and angles, with bits of bark and stone making up their bodies. And from beneath, throwing back Celadrie and Lane, a almost translucent spirit bursts up from the ground, not damaging the stonework in any way, but simply sailing through the air like she's nothing more than mist.
Hi.
The woman turns to you, beautiful in her way, though decidedly more plant than human, with vines for hair, bark for ears, and limbs and such made and covered with moss.
I think she's pretty.
She looks at you, smiles almost pityingly, and begins to sing. Everyone who passed their perception check, or who didn't pass their perception check, please make a will save with disadvantage.
Oh man, ball's in my court now. 7.
With disadvantage.
That's
It's
why
with
I said
disadvantage.
7.
2d20 DH1, by the way, for everyone else.
Motherfucking will saves in D.
It's okay, I got a 7.
What is wrong with my rolls? I can't roll anything higher than a 10 today.
Savin, please, to be will saves for Nisa and Clara, or Nisa.
What is wrong with this?
Nisa, okay. Let's see.
Well, party wipe time.
Too many waifus in the kitchen.
2d20
Too many waifus in...
DH1. Nisa fails. Alright, did anyone succeed a DC 19 or better?
Clarabelle didn't have to roll, correct?
No, she does roll, she just doesn't have disadvantage. Same with Lane.
What's her mod?
Look at mine, I'll go look it up.
Yeah, I'm in the companion stats place.
Let's see, Clarabelle is will save plus 8, because Paladin.
Me and Lane are fucked.
Yep.
Everyone's fucked. No one rolls well for some reason today.
Alright, where...
Nassandra is fucked.
Clarabelle has plus 6.
There's plus 8 actually, but
It says plus 6.
hold on. No, it's willpower. Look at the companion stats page. She's probably leveled.
I am. Fort Ref Will 1146.
You're sure you're on Clarabelle?
Yes.
Alright.
Sav&D 2.0 companion stats, right?
2.5 companion stats.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's leveled a few times since then.
Why does there need to be different documents?
Because 2.5
Raises a
now.
good question.
I don't think I've ever been in that in the 2.5 document before.
Well,
Oh, you linked it.
it's also linked in the handouts section. It's right at the top.
Fen is an anonymous Nyan cat.
Okay.
Anyway, she does have a plus 8, by the by.
So 18.
Alright, cool. With an 18, yeah, every single one of you fails. So,
Party wipe.
yep. Alright, good game, guys.
Yeah, we're dead.
No.
No. Lucky for you. That's not quite what happens. Everyone feels an incredible lethargy set in the moment she begins singing, and her haunting voice echoes through the woods. You stumble, reach out, try and stay awake, try to go for your weapons to do something, but this incredible leaden heaviness just overtakes you.
Oh, wait,
And
Razor
before you
Wing.
can know it, you fall face first into the ground, asleep.
Razor Wing, save me.
Will Sav&D.
No.
Actually. Let's see. Was Razorwing surprised?
I don't think I rolled for him.
No, let's find out. Make a perception check for him. Let's see if Razorwing can save the party. I'm getting hit with fucking deep slumber. Nope.
I'm ready to start a new campaign. Tits&D win.
So even Razorwing, mighty beast that he is, falls asleep. You will all accompany me back to the beginning of the map.
So party wipe? TPK?
No. Sadly not. These things don't want to kill you. They instead dump you out of the forest when you wake up.
God damn it.
You are all missing all of your money, though.
Oh,
Hashtag
hell
get
no.
fucked.
Oh, no, wait. Sig's actually, like, not carrying her money on her. So,
Yeah.
it's fine.
So all of your money,
That
but
much.
otherwise, you wake up in Nissandra's camp, more or less unharmed, although you feel incredibly groggy and your head hurts. You stagger up, look around, and after a moment, one of you finds a single scrap of bark lying on the ground with something etched in it.
What does it say? What is it? Celadrie, you're from the forest people. Does this say something to you?
Oh, that's fucking racist.
Hey, you're a fairy.
You know, it's not racist to assume that you would know forest people.
I'm not
races.
even from this forest. I don't know those people.
You speak Sylvan, right?
Oh my god.
Technically, that's not my racial language. I picked that up through study. Because
So what
I
you're
have
saying
an interest
is
in magical
is-
knowledge.
So you're
So what
saying,
you're saying
you know
is
how
yes.
to hotwire a car.
Yes.
You're saying you might know what this says.
I look at the scrap of bark.
Do you speak human? Also known as Valish, if it was...
No, I have
All right.
common.
You don't know that, because common is catfolk.
Yeah, I don't understand a single fucking thing this says. You're racist.
Hey, well. Hey.
Why don't you read it? You're a master of moo cows. Maybe this was written by moo cows.
I'm entirely certain it does not say that.
Nisandra grabs the piece of bark from the party arguing and says, hold on, I can... Actually, wait, she doesn't say shit because she's speaking Elvish, and none of you understand her now, because it's been like a day. She starts speaking, realizes that no one can understand her, puts her hands up, pulls out another scroll, reads it, pulls out another scroll, reads that one, then says, okay, it says keep out. She nods.
Fuck that. We need to go down there.
Fuck that. They stole my money.
They also stole our money.
She shrugs.
You don't do that. You don't do that to people.
I didn't
Also,
already
we're not-
predetermine that I left my money in town because I probably wouldn't have because thieves. So they stole fucking like 50,000 silver from me.
Wow.
Rippest of rips.
So fuck them. I'm getting my money back.
You need to make use of the story
Why?
category on your character sheet, bro.
I don't. Where am I supposed to store it? Like in character.
In
That's what castles
Thea's
are for.
house? I don't know.
She's a thief.
Yeah, but she's your sister.
She's a thief.
Yeah, but she's your sister, and she probably wouldn't steal
She
from
works
you.
for thieves.
So
But she
store it in my
wouldn't
treasure room.
You could keep it at, I don't
I
know.
assume my castle has a treasure room
Vault.
somewhere.
Probably has a vault.
Anyway. We're going back there, and if we have to, we'll put those. We're gonna have to put those plant people down, if we have to.
Yeah, I'm getting my money back.
Oh my god.
Let's try
Hey,
and
got some scorching rays ready, Lane. Let's do
Oh
this.
man, we're gonna get 50,000 silver worth of loot to split for the party.
Sorry.
Let's
That's that cut out.
let's try to talk to them first.
They stole 50,000.
Yeah, but maybe if we tell them who we are, maybe they'll let us through to the temple, since we are here on temple for, with the temple's, patron.
Nisandra looks around and says, We tried that when my mistress and I came. We said we were on a mission for Kaelirra, for all the gods, and they said something about betrayal and started throwing things at us until we left.
Well, if they start throwing stuff at us, we'll start throwing fire and arrows at them.
She gives you a very nervous nod and puts her hand on her little dagger.
It's fine.
Or we'll all take a nap forever. Let's go.
We know what we're dealing with this time. We'll be more on guard.
Alright, hold on. Stop. Actually, stop in the middle of the river. Unless you were riding Deathwing. Which probably none of you were, since he's a giant bird. Alright, as you start to cross the river...
Oh, is this gonna Lord of the Rings us?
Quite probably.
Fucking waves of water made out of horses or some shit.
No, it's not quite that. GM layer. Here we go. Token layer. Okay. As you are about halfway across the river, you see the nearest tree begin to shudder and shake, and then the bark splits violently open, and several more of these plant-like folk start staggering out. They yell something at you, and Nisandra says, they say keep out. They want no outsiders here.
Can you translate?
I have a spell, tongues, on right now.
So you can translate.
I guess?
Tell them that Kaelirra herself comes to her temple, and that she and her champion asked them to stand aside.
Right. She says as much back, and the forest folk do not appear to understand. They just stare dumbly at her until one of the bushes nearby splits open into several vines, and another one of these female-like spirits approaches.
Uh-oh.
She
Get
says
ready.
something back in the human tongue before she sings this time. And Nisandra turns to you and says, she says that they don't want Kaelirra here, that she's a false goddess, I think, or something about betraying. She's speaking very strangely.
Betraying, huh?
You betray anybody, Kaelirra? Cheat at poker?
Not that I remember. I would never hurt my own worshippers like that.
What if they weren't your worshippers?
She looks around and says, the only people I ever betrayed were the demons. And these don't look like demons to me. The female spirit sneers something and points a finger at Kaelirra. And Nisandra translates. She says, if you come any closer, they'll do worse than put you to sleep this time. They say that they warn all travelers to stay away, that everyone deserves a second chance, but she doesn't get a third.
A third?
I'm right here. What's up?
Kaelirra's second chance was when she was redeemed. Perhaps they didn't like that you went to sleep.
Maybe, but There's nothing I could have done. I don't remember that far back. Everything's still hazy.
Can you ask what Kaelirra did? She does not remember the past.
All right. Nisandra says as much in the Valish tongue, and the female spirit immediately seems enraged when Nisandra mentions forgetting. And the spirit, the siren, swings her arm towards the forest folk and points towards Kaelirra, snarling. I think it's time to roll initiative. She didn't seem to take that in good stride.
Shit.
Oh,
well.
Probably
I'm getting my
could have
goddamn
used,
money back.
had a better choice of words there.
Probably.
Well, I can't exactly lie to them.
Yeah, but you could have said, like, she was split apart into fragments of herself. And that because of that, she does not have the memories of another piece of herself. Or she cannot remember because her mind was damaged by, what's his name? The dwarf that, fucked up all the gods. Can't think of his name.
Bastard.
Yeah, some crazy alchemist split her into pieces and fucked up her head.
Alright, is everyone in? Cool.
Guess so.
Alright, cool.
Whereas, if she forgot it, it's like she just can't be bothered to remember all the horrible things she's done to them.
So, Nisandra looks between you guys, between the forest spirits, gulps, and then speaks a very quick spell before disappearing.
See ya.
Actually,
I get her money.
She's
Alright.
just...
the forest folk. Let's see. Several of them begin to advance towards the shore, and they just reach into themselves and pull out big, sharp splinters of wood, which they begin to hurl your way like javelins. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3 at Sig, 2 at Clarabelle, and then 1's going to try and hit Skezza. Though Razorwing makes for a very unappealing target. Alright. Does a 22 hit you, Sig? Flat-footed.
Nope.
Alrighty, cool. Then 2 at Clarabelle. Both of those miss, I believe. And then 1 at Skezza. Nope. Alright, so shards of sharpened bark clatter against everyone's armor, scraping and denting, but unable to penetrate your armored hides. Deathwing Party. Call.
I'm going to tell the elf girl to. She doesn't have to fight, but please tell them that it is not Kaelirra's fault that she cannot remember. Her essence has been split apart for 1,000 years, and we seek merely to reassemble her, and so that she can become her former self again, her true self again, and
You
perhaps
hear
remember.
no response from the elf.
That's fine.
See, she teleported away, bro.
I think she just turned invisible. And then I guess I will ready an action to. I will ready an action to shoot if if she relays the message and they still if they still want to kill us.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Nisa. She has
She
plus
goes on your
11
turn.
willpower. No, I mean when we were put to sleep.
Oh,
She had a plus 11 willpower, apparently.
well.
I don't
sure.
suppose Kaelirra can speak.
You had save and roll for Nasa.
Did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Ancient
She must have rolled
Elvish
shit.
Celestial Sylvan.
Kaelirra. Yeah, she does not speak Valish, which is their language. Actually, Kaelirra speaks Ancient Elvish. She could totally talk to Nasa. Or Nisandra, rather.
God.
Which makes sense. Alright, but Sig, your turn.
Surprised these people.
Do.
We will be counting water as difficult terrain, by the way, but you're still well within your move range.
Do. Hang on, let me. Yeah, I got +5 from strength. Okay. Queen's Guard is +2. I'm swinging non-lethally, so -2. I'm going to swift action, make this guy my favorite target, and power attack. 16, because I can't roll.
You miss him. Your
Gosh
blade buries
darn it.
into his wooden chest, but he seems completely unharmed.
Way to go, Sig. Way to go. Actually, I'm gonna do Nisa's attack before Clarabelle. Nisa can fly, right?
Oh yeah, she's totally fine.
Zip.
Zip, zap, zippity doop.
So what's Nisa got? Like nothing. Wow. All right. Good luck, Nisa. Jesus Christ! Of course she hit.
Yep, she hit.
Poke.
Alright, yeah, he takes damage. Her, what weapon does Nisa use here? A spear. Her spear buries into his chest, and the creature stumbles back, sap drooling from the wound.
Clarabelle. Dun dun dun.
Move.
Na, 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 na. Other side of the NPC list. Alright, Clarabelle will move. Let's see, and what? +9. Oh, excuse me. Ah, nope.
Nope. Her hammer
That's my
clangs
turn.
off this guy's chest. Alright. Celadrie,
Yeah.
you are up.
Yeah. Flutter. None of these guys have health bars,
That's unfortunate. Oh,
Okay. Just pointing it out,
Yeah.
In case that was a
not
oversight.
intentional, but oh well.
I don't think Celadrie's massive milky mammaries would help.
It'd probably be a good distraction.
Minty Boomdazzle? Anyone? See, that's a 20-foot, or is that a 15-foot radius burst?
Yeah, these guys are spread out pretty good.
I can hit 2 or I can hit 3. I can't hit the one that you guys are all around. I'll hit these two.
Okay. Reflex saves?
Yes, reflex partial.
Alright. They do have evasion, but their reflex is kind of crap because they're made of wood. Well, one of them might save. What's the DC?
DC is... Shit. It's not over here. 20.
Alright, so one of them passes, one of them fails.
39
Ouch.
min damage.
Alright. The one in the back takes the brunt of the blow and makes a horrible wailing shriek as acid explodes all over him. His body begins to melt and wilt. One of his arms and crumples off, and his mossy hair begins to slough off. He stumbles around but still stands, if only just.
Also, he is blind.
Alright, and he's blind. His eyeballs boil out of his skull.
This is all horrible. What's wrong with you?
Lane, you're up.
Lane will hold off for now.
Alright. Let's see. Do you have anyone else?
No.
Alright, cool. So,
I did not resummon Kinathis.
Siren of the Woods.
What?
She
What's your
begins
problem?
to sing again.
Oh, that's some singing.
That's an Ouser bard for you. Alright. So you see all of the forest folk begin to move a little bit faster, a little bit more precisely. Like they've been emboldened by this haunting melody that sings out across the forest.
If I can see her where she is, based on like her little box, like I can't actually see her, she would have got hit by that thing too.
Where did you center it?
Like,
Alright. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right on top of her. So, yeah, I'll have her make a will save, or reflex save, rather. That's fine. Reflex save. Let's see. Does she have any...
I only just noticed where she was because I moused over on the turn order.
Yeah, it's fine. Her body is, in fact, right inside the, whatchamacallit, the area of effects. That's fine, either way. Alright, reflex save, 14. Alright, she takes a crap load of damage.
And is blind.
Nice. Nice.
That does not change her action necessarily, but as her vines burn off in some places, leaving her nectary breasts exposed, she does continue singing, empowering her allies. Something, something, invisible people turn.
And now she has minty fresh breath too.
I'm sure that's a slight.
Minty fresh everything.
She is minty
small
fresh all over the
consolation.
place. Cool. Alright, Force Folk. Yeah. Now, much emboldened by the magic song, they move in for the kill. Except the blind guy. He's gonna go in a random direction. He hits a tree and just sort of melds into it. Comes out the other side. Walks off. Alright. Sig, bad news bears for you.
What?
Everybody's coming to say hello.
Hi.
We'll save you, Skid.
Yes, this is the best news ever.
Alright.
He loves to cleave.
He does.
They've
unfortunately.
gone from being perfectly positioned to avoid cleaves to being perfectly positioned to all get cleaved in a line.
The bad news is that these guys are really good at melee, unlike their ranged attacks. So, let's see. With Inspire Courage on, you're going to take 3 attacks. 20,
Miss.
24,
Hit.
and a 31.
Hit.
Alright, cool.
You sunk my battleship.
Like, pretty much. Let's see. These guys do... Let's see. So you're going to take 43 damage from the 2 attacks. And let's see. Third, would
Only
this
half
be
my hit
considered
points, guys.
flanking? I don't think so.
No.
No.
They have to be
alright.
opposite sides.
Directly opposite. Alright, so you're safe from that. Well, I guess this is a valid square if that's where Clarabelle's standing, so. Meh.
Where
That
did
was-
he start his turn at?
Yeah, he would have been
Because
over
I
here,
would
so
get
yeah,
him.
no, he'll not get oppied. I think that's probably in his best interest.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so this guy's gonna move, let's see, from over here. Yeah, he'll move here. So let's see. 33, I'm pretty sure is gonna hit Nasa, so.
Yeah.
This might be bad.
Nah, she'll be fine.
Alright. Do.
Nasa's incapable of dying.
Cool.
Nasa's dead.
Yeah, she is knocked unconscious as this force folk just grabs her by either side of her foxy head and just bashes it against a stone on the ground.
Man, I thought the
She
bees
crumples.
were training, but Jesus.
Mesa doesn't have a.
She
Mesa
was
doesn't have
born
a.
6 months ago.
So?
Why did you bring?
She's a monster girl. That doesn't mean shit.
Alright, so since, let's see, Nace is down, this one's gonna advance in, and, bonk Clarabelle some. 17, I don't think it's gonna hit. An armored cow, no. Alright, so that's Force Folk. Deathwing! Go!
Well, for one, Razorwing is going to. Actually, first. There it is. Companion stats. Kaelirra is going to flick one of her tails in the direction of this forest folk here, and I
Which
guess
one?
blow him this one.
Alright.
And blow him a kiss and tell him to stop. Please stop this needless fighting. Just stand aside.
Alright.
Charm person, DC 18.
He is effectively a construct, so it does not affect him.
Constructs.
You see, these guys are little wood spirits, or like spirits in bodies. So no, they're immune to mind affecting effects, which is good news for Celadrie, so she doesn't waste a turn later.
I guess.
But yes, does not affect him.
Harumph. Then Deathwing will start pecking at this guy.
All right. Hop.
Well, he's huge. I'm sure he could just reach. He can just reach.
That's true. That's true.
Peck. Oh, fucking God. What is wrong with Skezza? She can't fucking roll any successes today.
Nope. That will.
Not a single. And then his talons, one at a time.
There you go.
Step,
Deathwing
step.
pecks like a big chunk of bark off his chest, but it doesn't really seem to affect this guy. But 2 big talon swipes probably just pull his arms off. So let's see how much damage he rolls.
Those big mean claws. 22.
Yeah. Deathwing just reaches down with his claws and rips this dude's arms off. It flails and spurts nectar and various forest substances on the ground. Sap.
Shit.
Splurt. Doesn't go down, though.
Well, he's got no arms right now, so I mean, maybe he's disabled for now. Skezza is going to. Siren of the Woods, I didn't want to have to fight you. Why? You didn't have to do this. We could have talked. We tried talking. So Skezza is going to try and, I guess, shoot her.
Alright.
I'm sorry about this.
Welp.
Oh. Ooh. And a 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the first hit is a 32, and that's 17. And the
Alright.
second one would be 36, because it's a crit and it's a longbow, so it's a times 3.
Pop! You punch an arrow right through this bitch's chest. She staggers back, lets out a horrific wail, and erupts in a flash of light that nearly blinds everyone, leaving nothing behind where she stood before.
I will say I am sorry to, I guess, the forest.
Alright,
Correct.
Deathlings, I think that's everyone on you, so...
Deathling's turn, yeah.
Alright, Sig, you just saw Bee Queen go down.
Moo. 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 Alright, so Clarabelle's gonna poke Nisa in the tit,
Alright.
and Nisa will get 14 hit points.
I did not realize Bee Queen was so squishy. But yeah, she was born.
Bee Queen-
She's super duper young.
Yeah, I mean, Bee Queen's got like 3 times as much health as your average person does, but, you know.
Why didn't you
And-
bring the?
She wanted to come!
She's
Okay.
a devotee of Kaelirra, of course she wants to come.
Alright, Bee Queen is just gonna, withdraw.
Alright.
She ought to be
Fucking-
careful.
I don't think... Let's see, how does
How about
withdraw
up?
work in Pathfinder again? I think it only makes you immune to the first square's oppies?
Yep.
So she's still gonna take at least 1 or 2 no matter where she moves. If she
Well,
gets out.
new plan.
She could, like,
5
full
foot
defense. Alright, yeah, that works.
5 foot step, full defense, hide and cry.
hide
Sounds
and
good.
cry?
Alright, Sig is going to swift action a second forest folk here for favored target.
Alright.
And you scroll up here, no longer non-lethal. Fuck you guys. And I guess I'll do a full attack, power attack. Oh, and I'm going to size up Queen's Guard to large.
Alright.
So I think that's a -2 then for the oversized weapon. Oh, I forgot the +1 for like favored weapon on the bastard sword.
Oh, by the way, not that it really matters, but Siggy took 4 more points of damage because I forgot Bard's Song. Whoops.
Bards.
Tiny little poke. Ace also took a tiny amount more.
Alright. Fucking eat it, you cunts. Ugh. Second attack.
You hit!
Really?
Yeah.
I hit something?
Yeah, amazingly.
Yes.
Were you attacking the one you've been swinging on this guy? It's
Yeah,
the
sure.
one,
We'll go with him.
Nasa hit. Only one who's done damage.
So, let's see.
Other than Celadrie.
Two damage for Queen Guard's enhancement bonus. And what I have +5 strength, so that's +7 for that. +9 for power attack. Ugh, I feel like I'm missing something. I guess that's it. Choppy!
Alright. Roll 20Y. I can't, like, I can select him, but his health circle isn't coming up. Hold on, let me refresh real quick. This is annoying.
Super duper.
I didn't need my frame rate anyway.
Leave.
There we go.
Disappointment.
27. You handily chop his head clean off with Queen's Guard. Sap sprays everywhere as his head turns to nothing but, wilting leaves. But his body remains upright and continues to claw at you.
Oh, wait a second.
Mm.
I have Furious Focus, so I wouldn't have the -3 on that first attack. Would an 18 have hit?
Let's find out. Yes, it would have.
Okay. Then, another 32 damage for you.
Alright. Your third attack that you back swing out of, because suddenly remembering how to be a swordsman, cleaves the guy's body in half. This time he staggers and slumps to the ground. Apparently
Alright,
dead.
so
When
that
leave.
proc's leaving finish.
Yep. You miss.
Aw. Why can't I roll today?
Numbers higher than 3 are hard, dude.
This, I should be winning this fight,
Yeah,
but I'm not.
Should be rolling these guys, but the dice have other plans, apparently. Alright, Celadrie, your turn.
Headset cutting off too.
Woo.
Flutter, flutter. Is there any lady of the wood here that I can blow up?
She appears to have exploded in a ball of light. And died.
Alright, cool. How about you guys? Y'all ready for a burning arc?
Alright, it's reflex saves.
Yep, and the damage goes lower.
Are you going to hit all 4 of them? Or
Yep.
Alright. So, in order from top to bottom left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's at least one
Stupid
save.
headset. DC is 18, so...
Alright, so 2 save and 2 take the damage. Alright, 21 on the first guy, so is it save for half, or...
Yeah, save for half.
Alright, so he takes half. Next one takes the full 14. Next one takes half of 9. Come the fuck on, roll 20, Jesus Christ. Half of 9, which is 4. And then the last one takes 1. Pew! Get lit on fire. Right, Lane gonna do anything?
Does the big red guy still, like, look tough and...
Yes,
rough?
the nearest guy to you is missing both of his arms, but he appears to continue trying to gore like Nasa and Clarabelle with his horns.
How about a scorching ray, then?
Alright.
Lane. Her, ranged attack roll is... You don't have it on here. Okay.
Yeah, it's half her level plus dex.
Yeah.
Let's see, 18 touches 10, so yep, she hits. 16 damage. Alright, this guy is just barely standing. He's like on fire on the inside with embers bursting out of the gaping wound in his chest, but he's still swinging.
Okay. That's for me.
Invisible people's turns. Doop, doop, doo, doo, doo. Oops. Alright. Cassandra appears out of nowhere just as she's sinking her dagger into one of these force folk. Let's see, what's her attack bonus? +9. With advantage from sneak attack, so she hits.
You could stick him in the garage.
Stick him in the garage.
Alright. She sinks her dagger into this guy's back, then reaches around with her other hand that's now covered in a razor sharp gauntlet, and rakes it down at the creature's back, causing sap to spill out everywhere. And then she's going to start dancing around,
Yeah.
because that's how bards do. Everyone, you now have bardic inspiration as Nassandra's cloak flutters to the ground, and she begins to shake that elven booty.
What's that?
Two for you. Doop. Force folk. Alright. It's a hit on Clarabelle. Let's see. And another hit on Clarabelle. Clarabelle takes 36 damage. Sig, as two of the Forest Folk advance on her and hammer away.
How much damage?
36.
Ugh.
Luckily, neither of them were oh, Jesus. Alright. Muad'Din goes down. Two other Forest Folk.
Sig, you have paper companions.
Yep.
They are comparatively low level, yes. And two more will attack Sig. 21 and a 26.
One hits.
Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm going to roll a 1d2. If it's a 2, it's the one who was flanking you. Nope, good for you. Because I didn't roll that ahead of time, because I'm dumb. Or determined that. Alright, so you take 18 points of damage from one of the Forest Folk slashing at you. Alright, Celadrie, how long does the blind last from Minty Boomdazzle?
A number of rounds equal to my level.
Alright. So yeah, this one Force Folk blind is just out of the fight.
9 rounds.
He is gone to which he came. Alright, Deathwing squad.
Deathwing's gonna come over here.
Alright. He will get opted in
And-
there. Not that it probably matters to him, but...
Wait, where was he? He was like, no,
It doesn't matter. Guy missed. Swing.
yes, he did. He's gonna Razor's gonna finish this guy off.
Alright, sounds good.
So, peck, slash. Fuck yeah.
2 hits. This guy is now dead. Good point.
Okay. And now Skez is going to shoot some arrows at this one. One that's attacking Clarabelle. Clarabelle's gone down. Oh god. And she crits and misses, maybe.
An 18 will hit.
Then 3.
How much damage is the first hit? If that's a
42.
Alright, this guy explodes. Just vaporize.
At least one of us can deal damage.
And you can redirect the other attack onto one of the Force Folk, so he'll take
Sure, that one.
15. Alright.
And Kaelirra will do a thing where she will. What are her feats? Does she have feats?
They are magic tail feats.
Oh, they're all magic tail feats.
Yes.
But oracles can use cure spells whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
They get those for free. Cure spells, are those touching your this range?
No,
Touch,
they're
I
range
can't-
30.
Okay, you do the thing. You do
Mhm,
the,
I do the
the
thing.
sensible thing.
Easy.
Okay, so cure serious wounds on Clarabelle.
Alright.
3d8 plus 7.
Right.
Oh.
Clarabelle gets a paltry 12 hit points back from Kaelirra. But that's enough to stand her back up.
That's such a waste. Ugh. I want to puke a little. I'm done now.
Alright. Sig, your
Also
turn.
finished my belly aching.
Alright.
Clarabelle's back on her feet. Only just.
Yay. Commence sick leaving!
That's it.
What about this?
No.
That's not it. Alright, well then I better kill with the first swing so I can cleave off of it.
Better. Don't.
25.
Let you take a good chunk of him off. He staggers back with his chest agape and gushing sap. Clarabelle and Nasa. Should probably circle jerk heels.
Swift action. Moo. For 11 hit points.
Alright.
Lay on move was successful. Nisa's just gonna fucking fly over here for a while.
Alright.
Swift.
Oh, wait, can I
Fox
Bardic
Girl.
Inspiration that attack?
What?
What kind of bonus does Bardic Inspiration give?
Okay, that's a +2 to attack and damage. So yeah, this guy
Oh.
took 2 more points of damage, but not enough to make that one attack a hit, unfortunately.
And Clarabelle will then lay on hands again as an action.
Alright.
Thanks, dice.
Dice are
You're
fine.
welcome, say the dice.
Yep.
And she's just gonna go over here next to Celadrie. Hi.
Alright.
Oh, Queen Nisa is gonna suck some honey out of her tit.
Alright.
How much does that heal?
1d6 plus 2. Delicious.
Shame it's only once a day. That's my turn.
Alright, Celadrie.
Celadrie freshens tits.
You could probably freshen Queen Nisa's tits with Milky Memories or whatever the fuck that's. Lactic Rush.
No, I've got Celadrie's massive milky memories now,
Yeah.
which is like a better, slightly better version, but it's temporary, but it can be used on enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Temporary. Psh.
Is that just those two left?
Yes.
Are they basically about to fall over?
No, they looked fairly hale as far as forest folk go.
I probably shanked off half of one of their health.
Another burning arc. Just hit the two of them.
All right. Two failed saves, so 31 will drop the first, most definitely. And 18 will seriously injure the second as his chest burns from within.
Go Lane, magic missile. Fuck yeah.
Alright. She blows one of his arms off, but he's still standing, only just.
Damn it, Lane. You had one job.
Alright. Between booty and chest shaking, Nissandra will jiggle on over here and say, "Oh, you're hurt. Here." And one of her hands will glow with magic. Sig, get 11 hit points back.
Okay.
Bloop. And the last remaining forest folk, being a mindless spirit, will just try to take... Bye, Sig.
Well, guys, it's been a nice campaign.
Alright, whatever this is,
Make
times
good use
2.
of Queen's
32.
Guard. Oh, okay.
Actually, wait. That might be worse. Hold on. What weapon are these guys using? Great Club. Let's find out what that counts as for crits. Yeah, it's a times 2. Alright. I was afraid it was going to be a great axe or something. Alright, yep. You are almost knocked down, but still standing.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
The
You
noob
ain't never
tube of
gonna keep
D&D.
me down.
Alright. Skezza, finish him.
And one of us can roll dice.
Razorwing.
Ow.
Peck.
Finish him!
Bitter harder.
Razorwing hits. Finish with the beak. Take his head off. Alright, Razorwing takes the Forest Folk's supple flesh into himself and devours the beast. And thus, the forest remains quiet once again. Lysandra lets out a long-held breath. Says, "Whew. Is everyone alive? That looked bloody."
Yeah. I'm just holding my guts in.
She will tickle your belly
It's
with a
fine.
magic hand and give you 12 hit points back.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm doing the best I can. Honest.
This happens
And
all
20
the time.
and 25.
This
Kaelirra
is-
channeled energy twice.
This is just Tuesday to me.
That'll hit all of our guys.
For 25. Alright, so I think that's everyone but Sig back up to full.
Where is Ash? Ash?
Ash is hanging out by the Wyvern. Or Drake, or whatever.
She's looking after
Making
Bill.
sure the rest of your shit doesn't get stolen.
probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get back to where we were so we can try and find this elf and then get into the temple.
Saying that no
Does
one is
anyone
doing-
have any healing spells for me?
This is my last one. Here, hold still. At 15.
Hop down.
And Lysandra is
Right.
out of second level spells.
I take all of the stabbings so that you don't have to.
Really appreciate it.
Skezza will have 18 more.
Alright, that's good enough.
Looking around, Lysandra will say, I think the ruins of the village are just east of here, or we could go back to that temple, but I don't
What
know if we
village?
can handle all those forest folks again. The ruined human village. I think the temple used to serve it. There's a path leading from it to there. Well, we couldn't get close, though,
maybe.
but we found it on a map.
And you said that the minotaurs came from the north. Maybe they're at this town ruins.
It's possible, I guess.
I don't like what I see. I don't like this. I don't like it. Nope. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
hey, spider
Nope.
webs.
Nope.
Aw, come on, Sig. Come
Oh,
on.
those are big
Nope.
spider
Just-
webs.
You can just stab them, right? Sig has a crippling fear of spiders.
Oh,
I don't like it.
she
I
looks
don't
around
like it.
the spider webs. Yeah, me too.
Do I have anything that burns?
Alright, would everyone make a perception check, please?
Oh. Eh. Eh.
Go laid.
Alright. One of Lane's and whoever that negative one was.
That's Nisa.
Alright.
There's Clearable.
Yeah, alright. So, Skezza, Nisa, and Lane's, let's see, bestial ears all perk up as you pass by the ruins of this house. It's not got a roof, not got much of anything left, just old stone walls overgrown with moss. But all three of you hear a horrible crunching sound coming from within.
Can we just
Like
firebomb
bones
it?
breaking.
We don't know what it
Please.
is.
Where's Backy? We need the explosives.
We don't know what it is. Skezza will say as she draws a pair of arrows and knocks them. Come out of there. You in the house.
The crunching sound stops.
You know it's gonna be a spider, right?
Maybe it's a big smart spider like Mordred.
Lane,
you
get back
hear
here.
a skittering sound from within.
Telling you guys.
Something's getting closer. The webs begin to shiver and shake.
We cut.
And then you hear a voice. Not from within the house, but somewhere deeper within the village. Saying, "Oh my, fresh meat for my pets. Please
Oh.
come in. We'd love to have you for dinner."
Oh,
Hey,
it's
Sig, you
murdering time.
get to exercise your hatred of spiders, I guess.
You act like I enjoy this.
Well, you do you like killing them, right? I mean, you hate them.
I know, I like it when
Passion's
there's
so
no
pure, it's
spiders
almost
around
holy.
me at all. That's what I like.
Oh, you're
This is
no,
the opposite of things that I like.
Well, perhaps this is not where the Minotaurs went. They probably went inside. Well, actually, they couldn't have gone inside the temple. This forest folk could have fucked them up.
Let's see.
Probably.
What's your stat block? Boop, 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 boop. Initiative is +6. Okay, cool. And Spoida Bros.
Spoiler, bro. Spoiler,
Oh, yeah, if you
bro.
haven't figured it out, roll initiative, because
That's whatever a
sounds
spider bro
like
does.
someone's coming over for dinner. One way or another.
Maybe we can talk them out of it.
Celadrie, what's
I'll
your
be right back.
modifier? 2? Alright, cool.
Are you going to go get a flamethrower?
I'm not a Jules. I don't have super good in it.
A skittering, screeching creature lunges from the shadows, swinging down on webbing right towards bloop, Sig and Razorwing. It hisses and shrieks, venom and
Christ,
spittle
they're big.
spraying out of its gigantic mandibles. And it's going to make some attacks, I think.
Shit.
Does a 24 hit Razorwing?
Yeah.
Alright. This
Wait,
guy's
actually,
going
wait, hang on.
flat-footed Razorwing. mind
This
you.
says, oh, flat-footed.
Mm.
I don't know what his flat-footed AC is, but his character sheet says 26.
So take away his dexterity, and then you're left with...
22.
Alright, then this guy hits.
Balls.
Razorwing takes 13 points of damage and needs to make a fortitude save as the spider sinks its fangs into his tender, tender bird flesh.
Does he taste like chicken?
Probably.
Ugh.
That would seem to be a failure, so
This session is so disappointing.
he's going to take...
Granted, I've gotten 2 attack crits, but still.
1 point of constitution damage. Rip.
Doesn't affect his con yet.
Yeah.
His con score is still okay.
Alright, you hear the webbing around you. All over these trees start to tingle and shift ever so slightly as more and more bodies come surging towards you. Celadrie, it's your turn.
Well, this thing needs to be wiped off the face of the planet. Boom,
Yeah.
dazzle! Center that right over here. So it just hits that fucker.
All
40
right.
minutes.
Let's see what his reflex save is. Pretty alright. Oh. 24. I think that's
That's a save.
half damage, so he'll take...
Half damage and he's not blind.
Still respectable 20 points of damage. Boom!
And then Lane will chuck a Searing Ray.
Alright.
16 touch.
That will almost certainly hit. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For 11 fire.
Alright. The creature shrieks as acid and fire rake its chitinous body, but it seems none the worse for wear so far.
Kill it.
Lysandra is going to once again drop her cloak, shake that elven booty for a mighty +2 inspire courage.
This creature also doesn't have a health bar.
Me. Then she is going to, let's see, make a stealth check, I think. Whoosh. Come around over here. Without this thing noticing her, blending into the shadows as her dusky skin does. And then stabbity stab. That is hit. She gives it a stab in the pooper. And her dagger is poisoned. I don't think this thing's actually immune to poison either. Nope. It needs to make a save.
Future characters could be made as dark elves, too, now that we have them around.
Yes.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Alright. The spider gets stabbed in the pooper, and that appears to fuck it up pretty good, because it's poisoned.
Right in the pooper.
Let's see.
I mean, it's hard to miss with a spider.
Yeah, with a pooper that big, let me tell you. Right in the spinneret.
The drider booty of that magnitude.
Yeah, cannot be denied. Let's see. Large scorpion venom. What the hell does that even do? SRD, why you know? Give me hyperlinks. Strength damage. Bloop. Alright. Its strength is actually is affected. Goes down by a point. Alright. That's all for Jigglebutt the Elf. Sig.
Rar.
There is an enormous spider clawing at Razorwing, trying to murder your bird.
Not my bird.
Party's bird.
Piss off, you multi-legged bitch.
That is a solid hit. Bonk. 26. It's still up, if only just. Teetering
Razorwing.
on some of its back legs.
God damn it.
Alright. Roll to
Shit.
confirm. Let's see. Alright, cool. It's just a nasty miss. You stagger, but keep a hold of your weapon and your stance. What for the lobies?
Yeah, they're just gonna chill out.
Alright.
Hide behind the bird, it'll be fine.
They literally are hiding behind Razorwing. Can't even see them. Yep. Yeah.
Alright. Hide behind the burb. Skezza.
Razorwing gets some vengeance.
Razorwing gets him. First hit'll do it.
Scream!
Screw.
Peck.
Alright, get pecked. The spider is pecked onto the ground. Razorwing starts pulling out little beady eyeballs. You hear a wail of horror from somewhere inside the village as the first spider falls. Does Kaelirra have anything she'd like to do?
Kaelirra. Let me see. What does... Oh, well, actually, she actually has that spell. That might be a good thing to have. What does Unbreakable Heart do? Actually got no idea what that spell does.
My phone's ringing. Be right back.
It's my... Oh, okay. Meh. Just how does neutralize poison work? Because that sounds like an important spell to have.
In this instance, yes. I believe it just neutralizes the poison. Just cancels it out. So she wants to help out Razorwing. She can pretty effortlessly purge that.
Spell does not reverse the instantaneous effects, such as hit point damage, temporary ability damage, or other effects. But the poison is destroyed. Okay.
So you're going to do that. So Razorwing's fine now. Bloop.
Yeah.
He screeches angrily at
No
the
longer
dead
poison.
spider.
Skezza will ready in action to shoot the next spider that appears with as many arrows as she can throw at it.
Alright, sounds good. Since Fen's AFK as well, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, so everyone go refill your drinks and whatnot.
Sounds like a
I'll
plan.
be back in a second.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I seriously think Roll20's dice roller is built to roll below average. God, I hate Roll20's dice roller so much. Hate it. I hate it so much. Fuck it. Fuck.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Savin, I failed to save.
Wow. Alright then.
Razorwing is still poisoned.
Well, Razorwing. You tried, buddy. Alright, so...
Let me pull up the D&D dice roller and see what that thing would give me.
No,
Not that I would be allowed to use.
no, you're using Roll20.
It gave me a 23. Great. Fuck Roll20. God, I hate Roll20's dice roller so much.
Alright,
It's
so...
always such a pile of garbage. No, and I know it can hear me. I want it to know that it is the worst thing in the world. Literally worse than Hitler is Roll20's dice roll.
Yeah. All right. Again, you hear this wail of anguish from somewhere deeper into the forest, into this ruined human village. And then the ground underneath Razorwing begins to shift, stumble, and then finally caves into itself, and you all smell the acrid stench of acid. Would everyone in that box or adjacent to it please make me a reflex
What?
save?
Oh fuck! What
Acid pit, bitch.
does Razorwing and his companion and his mounted people make
I
saves since he's
think
bigger than the hole?
Fat Butt's not going to go down the hole, but while he's
Does
stumbling around,
Nisa
he
have
might.
to make a save since she can fly?
Yes. She is surprised by the sudden appearance of the pit and might get burned by acid before she recovers.
Flutter, flutter, motherfucker. I guess I still have
Yeah,
to roll
Nace
that.
is fine. Yes, so Skezza, you and Kaelirra both need to make a save. I will give you both advantage for being on a giant plug.
All right then, fair enough.
Need one for Clarabelle, Lane, and Celadrie.
Yeah.
I have to go between the two ends of the fucking sheet. Takes a bit.
Sorry. It is a DC 19 for the record, so...
All my NPCs can roll great.
Okay, alright. Clarabelle's fine.
Skezza.
It's gonna go for a bath.
An acid
Skezza.
bath.
Can Razor?
Do Lane and Celadrie also go for a bath?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, both of you?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. So you guys all tumble into the hole. Let's see. How does this spell work exactly? So...
Fall damage, and then we take, what, 2d6 acid?
Yeah, so let's see how deep this is. It's 10 feet per 2 levels, so... It's 40 feet deep, so you take 3d6 damage apiece. 14 damage from the falling, and breaking your ankles and whatnot. Then 2d6 points of acid damage. 5 points.
Ugh. Skezza, you seriously, you need to roll a 7 and better, and you fucking roll a 5 and a 1. Can't. Ugh.
Alright, so Deathwing and Co. It's your turn.
So this is an acid pit.
This is an acid pit.
The DC to get out of an acid pit is almost impossible.
No, fuck that noise. I will require a DC 20 check to get out, so anyone can theoretically make it.
And that's a climb check.
Yes, climb check. So
Climb is
strength based.
under athletics.
Yes, it's an athletics. Of course, Celadrie can just fly out, but
Mm-hmm. I'm taking Lane
What do the
with me.
walls look like they're made of?
dirt.
Dirt, you say?
Planar dirt or something.
Hmm. I've got a lot of knives. Can I draw a pair of daggers and use them as like climbing spikes?
All right, yeah, I'll give you advantage for having some decent enough gear. See, you're out.
Well, it's a good thing I.
Well, you're not out, but you're like halfway out. You climb up out of the acid, which is the important part.
You're halfway there.
That's the important part.
Alright. Kaelirra and Deathwing.
Kaelirra will. Deathwing will pick up Kaelirra.
Alright. Scream.
Step back away from the pit. A bit.
Probably needs
But
to be
he's
further
fine.
away than that, but you know, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
He's not in that web, is he?
No, the webs are up like in the treetops, mostly.
Okay. So. Kaelirra will. I guess she will. I'm upset that she doesn't have Burst of Radiance as a spell. It upsets me. But I guess she'll ready a Searing Light
Alright.
if a spider comes by.
Cool
To pounce on.
story, bro. Alright, speaking of spiders. You hear a crash around you, and a twang as if a guitar completely out of tune was plucked. And then, bad things happen.
Fuck.
Let's see, is that all? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll put you here. You can be here. You can be here. Space itself rips apart.
What?
And several spiders erupt from seemingly out of nowhere. Teeth, fangs,
What?
chitin bared. And they
What?
lunge at you.
It's cleaving time, motherfuckers.
What is going on?
Why did we go into the spider-infested section and not down towards where my money is?
Because
Let's
we
see.
thought maybe the Minotaurs were in the village, because they came from the north, apparently.
I want my money.
Let's see. Does a 19 hit Clarabelle? No, does not. Alright. How about...
It doesn't. It took me that long to find out.
Alright, well, Sig, you take a crit and a miss.
Oh, there was a ready action from Kaelirra.
Alright, that's fine. Go ahead and take that. Sig, you take 22 damage, and please make a fort save. From spoidery poison.
Spiders.
It's a spoider.
Spider, man.
Alright, you fail. So, you're going to take 1d2 points of strength damage to the order of 1.
Man, I thought summoned creatures couldn't act on the turn they were summoned.
Who says these are summoned?
Psh, pish posh.
Pish posh. Alright, so that's what they do, is they bite and jump and claw at people. Celadrie, you're at the bottom of the pit. You just heard some horrible noise and then some alarm
Oh,
screaming.
nat 20,
I-
Kaelirra.
Grab
Alright,
lane and dimension door.
alright.
Zap.
Alright, and Spider gets fucked, how much? It's like
Hmm?
5d8 or something? No, it's Clear's action, you're good.
That's it for me. I'm gonna
Right.
run to the bathroom.
Sounds
24.
good. Boom.
Undead creature. They're not undead.
No.
Are they constructs?
Nope.
Okay. Not
They
undead.
seem
nor
horrifically
construct.
alive. Alright, let's see. Cassandra will 5-foot jiggle over to a flanking position.
Five-foot.
Crit the shit out of
Jiggle.
this guy. You don't multiply sneak attack, I don't think, right?
Not the precision damage,
Okay,
I don't
right.
think, but your regular damage
Right.
at the strength and the actual
Who's
roll.
getting to sneak attack?
Cassandra from flanking.
Our,
Oh,
ro-
okay.
our rogue bard thing.
God damn it. give me the fucking thing's health bar, motherfucker. Alright, yes. She once again puts a dagger right at this thing's pooper. And tries to poison it. It fails its save by a lot. And takes a point of strength damage. Alright. And of course, Cassandra will continue to bardic dance around, giving everyone some delicious, delicious +2s. Sid, you're up. Well, fuck that spider.
Yeah.
So it dies.
Sig's terror.
You hit
Incarnate.
the other spider.
Seeing so many spiders has clearly driven Sig into a frothing berserker rage.
Apparently.
Hell bent on slaughtering his spidery foes even as his heart is exploding from the massive heart attack.
And also the poison. Alright.
Also poison.
Bloop. You don't quite kill the second spider, but man, it's hurt. And I think you have a...
That was
Yeah, you have another attack, I believe.
that was the crit. So here's my regular attack.
Oh, that was the crit
God damn it.
damage. Okay.
Yes.
Never mind then. Let me...
Regular attack damage is 32.
Alright. Third two.
And now cleaving finish procs because I killed a man.
Just to watch him die?
So that's crit.
Hit. Oh, well, it's a critical threat to confirm that, but yeah, that'll do.
So,
Boom.
choppy choppy.
Alright, this spider erupts into a mass of guts and bone and chitin. I guess chitin is their bones, whatever. It dies horribly, screeching, spraying web and poison everywhere.
Sig will just continue hacking. Also, I should probably make a fort save on my turn for the poison.
Yes. Enjoy another point of strength damage.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Sig, did you actually just murk both of those?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
The dice had to come back around eventually.
Cassandra
Yes.
cheers.
Alright,
You
I
can do
forgot
it,
the sneak
Red.
attack damage for the one I was flanking with Cassandra.
I don't think it mattered.
Alright, Clarabelle engages the cow flail and Defenso stance.
Alright, she hits.
Alright. So it's 1d8 plus 7. Plus 2 because of Defenso stance apparently buffs her attack. I don't know how that works, but I'm taking it.
Some archetype, I'm sure. Alright, and Nasa, who's also in
Let
mortal
me
peril from spider.
scroll to the other side of the character sheets here. Where is Nasa? The Nasa.
You guys
Uh,
should have edit permissions if you want to move your stat blocks around, by the by.
2, nothing. By the way, that spider doesn't have a health bar.
I know.
And then Nasa's gonna 5 foot back behind the cow.
Alright.
Oh no, wait, no she's not. No, she's not. She's not gonna end her turn on the edge of the pit.
Probably a good
Actually,
idea.
no, she'll 5 foot flutter 5 feet back.
Alright, there you
I'm
go.
Fuck you.
There you go.
That's better.
Alright, Skezza, it is your turn. Make an athletics check to get out of the pit. First and foremost.
Oh man, Skezza.
Alright, you do
Oops.
not make
Oh, wait, that
sufficient
second one's
progress. Okay.
Fuck you, oh my god.
You do not make sufficient progress to get out of the pit.
So mad.
The dice do not like you guys today.
They don't.
How about Fox Princess? How's things? Oh wait, wrong Wrong fox. Fox goddess. Yes.
I'm okay.
There you go. Fuck Scottus.
Let me see what this does.
There's a new game on Steam starring a person named Dick Starspeed.
Oh, that's a useless spell. Okay. Wait a minute. That's not even a spell. Should be Foxtails again.
Eek.
Give her that. I guess she's gonna shoot it with an arrow.
Alrighty. Pew pew.
Nope.
Nope. Alright.
But Razor Wing will close. And we'll start savaging. $20, and 26.
Those all hit.
So 38 altogether.
Alright. I'm just going to get rid of the extra Death Wing, since Skezza has a separate initiative. Alright, cool. So, from within the forest, you feel a pulse of power, and the remaining spider begins to move much faster, chittering and shrieking as it tries to overbear Clarabelle. Boop, boop, boop. Well, so...
Nice
all
try.
right, so, good news and bad news. First, it breaks off like one of its legs on Clarabelle's armor. She just like grabs it and twists. There's a horrible snap. But because it's moving just so fast, its mouth grabs onto one of her tits and bites through the plate. She takes... roll 46 plus 14. 22 points of damage.
Wow.
And must make a fortitude save.
Let me scroll to the other side of the character sheet. Alright. Fort. Plus 12. Moo.
Alright, yeah, Clarabelle gives zero shits about poison. Then another spider explodes
God
out
damn
of...
it, give us health bars.
No.
The fuck?
Another spider explodes out of thin air, lunging towards Celadrie.
What are
21-14.
these, like, fucking warp spiders?
Mm-hmm.
Do both of those hit?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You take 30 points of damage and must make 2 fort saves. Munch. Alright, both succeed.
Fuck off.
Celadrie is much hardier than she lets on. Alright, speaking of which, Celadrie.
Do we know how big a reach these things have?
Probably very long. They have big-ass legs.
Fuck. 5-foot step ain't gonna do it then. Oh, 5-foot step back. Lane will attempt a scorching ray. She might be out of range.
Let's see. Let me look at this guy's reach. Reach? Yeah, she's out of its reach. Definitely. Alright. That is a solid hit. Which one are you targeting?
One that attacked me.
Alright, cool. It screeches and recoils as the fire burns its flesh. But it is very much alive.
And, again, massive milky memories ain't gonna cut it. I'm a fucking goddamn enchanter. I can't work with spiders.
It chitters at you.
Go chitter up your own butt. I'll do a magic missile. Do I get an
Alright.
attack of opportunity?
Are you going to cast defensively or not?
Sure.
Alright.
Try to cast defensively.
Make your castle check.
That's enough.
Yep.
Fuck this spider. Deathwing, save me.
Alright. Spider shrieks as you blow off one of its many, many legs.
You have a dismemberment fetish today.
Yes. Because none of these things are humanoids, therefore I don't care if they live or die. They pose
Except-
no threat for recruitment or anything, so they can just get blown apart.
Except you're
Great.
doing it before, too.
Well, yeah,
Napoleon
I mean-
Bonaparte.
Those other things were just mindless constructs, so, you know, fine. Everything's great. Alright. Sandra, what can you do from way over there? Guess go tank a spider. That seems like a great idea. No. She's gonna shimmy on over this way, spin around on a heel, slam it into the ground, and send out a shower of razor-sharp rocks at the spider. Boom. It recoils again as the rocks bite into its chitin, but it does not seem all that injured. And she will yell for the two of you to get out of there. Sig, it's your turn.
Alright. There. Charge. Dun 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 dun. Dun.
That's a solid hit.
I want to get 2 more damage from Bard Song. 24.
Alright, cool. You chop into its grotesquely bloated body, but it is not dead yet.
Gross. Alright, Clarabelle's gonna swift to doodle her butt. Get 11 hit points.
Alright.
Oh, and Sig needs to make a fort save.
Yes. There you go.
Alright, and
Save against the poison.
Clarabelle's gonna fucking shank your booty.
Shank your booty.
Shank your booty right. Shank the booty. Shank it all the time.
16 damage.
Sweet. It looks like it's on its last leg. It's limping around, bleeding all over. Nisa
All the
could
other ones have
maybe
been
finish it.
dismembered.
Yes.
Go get him, Nisa.
You
I
got it,
believe in
Queenie.
you.
She does not hit. Her spear scratches off of its chitin.
Oh, man. Silly bees.
Alright, Skezza. It's your turn to save either the wizards or the queen. Alright, you get out of the pit. What?
That's Skezza's whole turn.
That's your standard action. Or no, that's your move action. So you can still take a standard.
Okay. Which one of these looks worse for wear?
They both look like they're about to keel over, but top one looks a little bit better off. If only just.
Kick its ass, Seabass.
Skaz is gonna do that one.
Alright.
Worst.
Alright. You punch an arrow into its brain pan. It dies. Bleh.
And
Can Callie and Razorwing finish off the other spider? Tis the question. That's one hit. Or 2 hits, sorry. And it dies.
Oh.
The last of the spiders shrieks and crumples as Razorwing pecks it to death. You hear another horrific shriek from inside the village as the last of the spiders falls. What do you do?
Who is that next person on the turn
Good
order?
question. Speaking of which, let's see.
I'm guessing more spiders are just going to appear out of nowhere.
Not this turn.
Not this turn.
Gotta
Gotta
wait
find
another turn.
the spider summoning bitch.
Let's see. She has...
Where are you, bitch?
All right.
Celadrie?
You feel a pulse of magic from somewhere else in the town, but you see and otherwise hear nothing. The spiders are all dead and bleeding all over.
Celadrie, and Clarabelle get 12 hit points. Ow, my arm. Oh, and Razorwing too also gets 12 hit points.
Okay. We gotta find who's summoning these fucking spiders.
Ugh. Yes, let's do this. Bloody spiders. Watch out for that hole, though. It's full of gross things.
Are we still in initiative, or?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Oh.
Okay. So Skezza? There you go.
No, it's Celadrie's turn.
No, it's Skezza moved. So.
Oh, right, yeah. All right.
You might say she moved.
God damn it.
Alright.
Hide behind this wall, and I don't see anything, so I'm gonna have Lane hop on Deathwing.
Alright. Sandra. Look around and stop dancing. What were those things? They're awful. So, go over here, kick one of the dead spiders, and go hide in a bush. Sig, your turn.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I wish I could see more.
See more butts.
What are you?
Alright. Sig, you're in a house. It looks to have been abandoned for centuries, if not millennia. There's little left of perhaps what might have been a bed once, There are a couple of windows hollowed out in the stone wall, and lots of spider webs. Tangled up in the spider webs, you see a minotaur. Very, very dead, very, very sucked dry. But does not appear to have been here for all that long.
Alright, I guess that's my turn.
Alright, cool. Wet.
But he had a health bar.
Well, all the things to have health bars. The dead people.
Well, gotta emphasize the fact that they're dead. Alright,
Gotta
Skezza.
teach you how to DM someday, Savin.
How to do what?
How to DM. Have actual things with health bars.
But why do I want to do that? Then you'd know how much health the enemy has. That's meta.
It's not. It's like you could tell at a glance how stabbed up some shit is.
But Finn, your hit points aren't meat. Otherwise, you take progressively worse penalties the way you get injured. Come on now.
Oh my god.
Then we'd be playing World of Darkness.
Whatever.
And we should
I'm
play
just-
World of Darkness.
I'll just go open up
accidentally
depressing
don't have
Ember
any
link
of
and
these
read
guys
that
have
some
health
more.
bars. I don't know what happened. Just not worth fixing. Alright, so Callie hides.
Skezza found a forest folk. It's dead.
Where's Skezza? Oh yeah. There's a forest folk held up in the webs. It's very much dead.
Very dead.
Such dead.
Uh,
Very desiccated.
okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not really desiccated since it didn't have blood, but you know. It's been eviscerated, maybe.
Then Clear will hop back up on Razorwing because that's a safe
Alright.
place.
Safe space, huh?
Skezza, make a perception check. Just you.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
boy!
boy.
Oh boy! Come on, Blue,
Ooh.
let's get the peanut butter.
Finally, a good roll for Skezza. Fuck.
That joke's not gonna run out.
Alright. Skezza, you feel something move just past you. You can't see anything, but you're sure someone's walking just right by you. If you have a
Who's
melee
there?
weapon out, you can try and strike at them.
Who's there?
Otherwise- Yeah, they sure don't answer.
I will swing my bow.
Alright.
Wah!
Go ahead.
Need a sword
Thwack.
bow.
I need a blade bow. I do. I want it. Oh my god, I want one so bad. They're so cool.
How about a heart bow?
Oh, I want that even more. Ah.
You can probably get one of those, let's be honest. That's
How
pretty
about-
awesome.
A blade heart bow?
Not now.
Nah,
Alright.
no, let's not go crazy. Let's see.
Go ahead and make your
14.
attack. Well, roll a 1 and roll a 20. Good news is it's not a confirmed failure, but yeah, you don't hit shit. And then you see
God,
like
I felt something. Something is here. It's invisible.
you see a rustling in the trees over here.
You can come out. We're not going to hurt you probably, unless you're some evil, horrible spider monster. We're looking for an elf who was captured.
You hear the same feminine voice that was inviting you to dinner before shriek back, "There are no elves here! Nothing but suffering and death!"
Sounds like something an elf would say.
That's racist, yo.
Well then. Have you seen one at least?
The voice shrieks for you to go away. "Take your murdering somewhere else!" Followed by
What
raucous
murdering?
sobbing. Just uncontrollable.
I would like to point out that you sent them to attack us.
You don't get a response that time. Celadrie, it's your turn.
Butts, and all
Butts,
and all the butts.
butts.
Lane's supposed to be on death lane. Flutter, flute,
Fluty booty.
flutter.
Flutter.
Flutter, motherfucker.
Getting into double moves now. Hello?
Do you
Hello,
see something?
lady. I see more walls.
Yes, you are now approaching
Careful
the
there, Celadrie.
central avenue through the village.
I
Celadrie.
hide behind that wall.
Alright.
You guys want to catch up quick?
We're trying. You ran away. You ran way ahead.
I just, moved twice.
You flew way ahead.
Alright. So, I guess the follow-up question is, are you guys going to pursue the voice, or are you just going to go towards the temple?
Well, we need to find this elf first.
Alright, so...
So we're gonna try and look through. We're gonna look around, and I guess we're gonna pursue the voice. I guess.
Alright, if you pursue the voice, then we'll stay in initiative order. So, Sandra's turn. Yeah, she'll move up to where Skezza is and ask, "Where'd you go? Who's that voice?"
I don't. I'm not sure. I felt someone invisible move past me. I swung, but I missed.
Swing and a miss.
I don't suppose anyone here can make people see invisibility. Wait, can I do that? Is that a thing paladins can do? I think that's a paladin spell. Maybe.
What are you trying to do? Sorry.
Nothing. I'm asking her if she can make people see invisibility.
Oh God, no. I can make myself invisible, kind of, for a few seconds. That's about it.
That does not help.
Sorry.
That is not, in fact, something paladins can do.
Not much of a spellcaster.
It is something that sorcerers and wizards can do.
Alright, so... Do you point her in the direction of the rustling vines, or...?
Yeah, I saw some foliage move over that way. If you want to take a look.
She is going to go press herself up against this wall. Get some cover. Sig, you're up.
Oh boy. Did we find this chick yet?
No.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Fuck you, not Bloodborne, please.
I guess that's my turn. Everyone double moved.
Alrighty. Skezza.
Razorwing. Razorwing will stick his head into this bush and will scream.
Have him make an intimidate check. Influence. Probably just his charisma. Five?
Yep.
Okay.
He rolled a 4. And he's only got 11 charisma.
You hear the continued sobbing, but nothing else. She's pretty definitely somewhere in this bush area.
In there? Okay.
Somewhere in that area.
Fuck it. Skezza! Ugh!
Just forge into the bush.
I guess I'll do perception checks.
Alright, make a perception check.
That's a good roll, thank you.
You think there's an ever so slight indentation in the webs right here that looks almost like a person's back. Like someone's leaning against the webs. It's very near to the ground, like they're crouched or sitting down, though.
Do I have something? No. I will take out a burlap sack from my bag and will try to catch whatever it is inside the bag, or at least put it over whatever's there.
All right. Make an athletics check with disadvantage since you can't see exactly where they are.
Fair.
Might end up just
Ass.
sacking their shoulder or something.
Hey, Roll20 didn't fuck me.
Alright. You hear a screech as your bag is placed over something roughly head-shaped. And it starts shaking around, and you can feel long, sharp nails clawing at your gauntlet.
Fuck. Hey, stop.
Alright. And it is her turn, so she's going to try and escape, of course, because why'd you not? Rolled a 20. 7. So she tries to wrench herself free but can't and starts screeching at you. Let me go! Let me go! Murderer! Murderers! Let me go! Scratch, 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 scratch.
I found her.
And I'll say that pretty much breaks her invisibility, so... After a moment, a vaguely humanoid form appears with green skin covered in patches of leaves and flowers, but she's much more human than the forest folk you've seen. Almost elf-like, yes, as Celadrie mentioned, with flowing red hair well down her back and large, slitted cat eyes. I guess you can't see the eyes when she's in a bag, but, you know. She is very, very skinny, almost to the point of being malnourished, and is completely naked, except for the leaves hugging her body in random places.
I see.
She shrieks and flails helplessly in your grasp.
Stop flailing.
In her complete emotional breakdown, she does not stop flailing. She weeps and screeches and struggles.
All right, this girl's is gonna get a slap when it's my turn.
All right, I think we're out of initiative order at this point, so
Backhand.
she wails in pain and crumples against your arms, and reduces herself to a low sob, but no longer struggles.
That's it. No struggling.
Is this the person?
I think so.
I went the completely wrong direction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Why are we murderers?
Why are we murderers? Is it because of the spiders?
You
Or
think
is
you
it
feel
because
her
of the
head nod when you ask the
Okay.
question.
To be fair, they attacked us first. We were just defending ourselves.
She does not weep any less violently for her slain spiders.
There. I'm sorry that we had to do it. I'm sorry, but we can't allow ourselves to be
Sig's
killed.
not sorry.
Huh?
Sig's not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. I will murder
I'm
every
sorry.
spider I see.
I'm sorry I have upset you
They're
by
a blight.
attacking your pets.
She continues to cry, but a little less raggedly now.
I will just continue to hold her and stroke and stroke her. It's okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of not okay, but
It's okay. You tried to kill us, but it's okay now. It's okay.
we
Is
need
she
to
a
get
spider?
answers.
Does she have
No,
spider
she looks like
parts?
She looks like a dryad.
She looks exactly like you might imagine a dryad would.
Oh, hey,
Though
baby.
horribly emaciated.
Are you with those other forest folk creatures? That
When you mention them, she recoils again, trying to get out of your grasp. And she violently shakes her head. No. Murderers! Kill, burn.
what? No.
Yeah, we don't like them either. It's cool. They stole my money.
It's stop. Calm down. Are you hungry, or you look very skinny?
She doesn't answer coherently, just sobs.
That's
Here, have a cookie.
She also has a bag on her head.
I'll take the bag off of her head.
So yes, now you see the yellow cat eyes. You can also see that she has some very nasty scars on her cheeks. One on either side, going from just below her eye down to around her chin. She looks between all of you and just curls up into a ball.
I will very innocently offer her a cookie. And the rest of the ration.
Make an influence check for me.
Influence.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
She greedily snatches it from your hand and just it vanishes into her mouth in the blink of an eye.
I've got a few more if you want them. Here, I'll pull out like 3 more rations.
I heard
Yeah.
dryads eat cum.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Probably not true.
She looks up at you with her big eyes and, in absolute terror, just recoils from you, starts scrabbling like, no, please.
Sig,
Well, I guess I heard wrong.
Don't.
That guy in the bar must have been making that shit up.
God damn it.
Oh. I'll try and comfort her again.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know about you, but I don't see any guys here. Just us ladies, Sig will say.
You have a gigantic
Trying-
horse wing and a
trying
chainmail
not-
bikini.
Trying not to show the bulge.
Alright. If
That's
you're like
kind of
actively hiding it, I think she probably won't notice in her state. Much too
Get you
busy
some, like,
greedily eating.
We need to get you like some like skirts or something, or something to cover you.
Why would I want to cover it?
An
awesome.
armored skirt so it doesn't lift up.
Yeah. Well,
I think it would still lift up.
Whatever. Just keep trying to calm her down until she's like coherent and
Alright.
actually ask her questions.
Takes you probably the better part of an hour for her to stop like weeping and to finally like calm down enough to be able to form coherent sentences. You can all take this as a short rest and burn some hit dice if you'd like. Recover from that fight. And yes, eventually, with her back against the wedding, she looks up at you with fearful but no longer completely teary eyes. She sits with her hands around her knees, hugging them tight to her not very ample chest, being that she's so underfed. Although now that you've had a few moments with her, you can see there is a very slight paunch in her belly, which is odd considering how otherwise starved she looks.
Oh god, she's pregnant with spiders. Or maybe was raped a bunch by minotaurs. I don't know.
Maybe both.
Oh god, mina spiders.
Have you been here for a long time?
She nods slowly.
Will you answer some of our questions, please? We aren't going to harm you. We can give you some more food and water if you like in exchange for answering.
You can almost hear her belly growl, and after a moment she sniffles and nods. Okay.
I'll reach into my bag and get out some rations, some like water, trail bread, and some dried meat and fruit for her.
She won't eat the meat, but she'll munch on the fruit and such.
Fruit, okay, fruit, bread, nuts, and water. Okay. We came here to see the temple. But
Oh, no, you can't go there. It's full of those things.
yeah, what things?
Guardians. Guardians.
Yes, they are
Cowards.
they're very hostile.
She nods.
You're not like them though?
No. I'm still me. Still my body.
What?
Still my body.
Why
We're
are
back.
still your body? Why are they like that? Do you know why?
Dead, but nowhere to go.
Dead.
Souls still here. Shouldn't be. Should have gone home.
Oh, I see.
Something cock blocked him from heaven.
Kaelirra said that her realm was pretty much empty when she got back to it, and only just started very recently receiving souls again. But she has got no idea where they went, where all of them went.
Kaelirra nods and then hesitantly adds, If our dreams, mine and the other gods, were gone for 1,000 years, what happened to all the souls of everyone? They had nowhere to go.
It seems that some linger, like vengeful ghosts almost.
The dryad nods slowly. Kept here, safe from oblivion. It's torture, though. Makes them mad. So mad.
We need to do something about that. I suppose the easiest way would be to simply to kill them and free their spirits.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
Can't kill. Just come back. New bodies. Bodies come and go. Spirits linger.
I suppose there's a way to unbind them. Might be
kill the goddess. She's keeping them here.
Goddess.
I think. She nods.
What does the goddess look like?
She points at Kaelirra. More fur, more face, pointed on all fours. Ears, tails, the same. 9 of them.
Some kind of...
It's a 9-tailed fox, yo.
Well, obviously. It couldn't be the aspect, could it?
You raised my hopes and dashed them quite expertly, sir.
Well played.
People crying about the dress.
Could something have happened to your aspect, you think?
I thought all the aspects went to sleep, but
They should have.
if a part of me was awake this whole time...
I did
Possibly.
find that frozen incarnation of yours underneath Greymore.
My demonic champion, yes.
Yeah. Could it... maybe something similar, almost? We'd have to... She's probably deep inside the temple, which is where we're going anyway, so... We'll have to figure out... We have to get through the Guardians, then, and get inside.
The dryad shudders violently and whispers over and over again, "Can't go in. Rip you to shreds. Rip you to shreds. Tear you apart." And you can see, like, one of her hands is rubbing the scars on her face.
It's okay. We can handle ourselves. Do you know... Have you seen an elf like her? I'll point at our companion, dark elf companion. She was
Sandra
captured by a bunch of those minotaurs.
Sandra will come up and kneel beside her. "Please, it's very important we find my mistress." The dryad will look at her for a long moment and actually smile a bit. "Elves, I haven't seen you for so long. They had another. Minotaurs, big, horrible beasts. Came through village, stopped to eat. Spiders got one. Others ran." She points north into the mountains.
Well, that's a detour. We'll have to track them down. Track them down and either get rid of them or try to turn their allegiance, maybe.
No allegiance, but to the king. Honor guard.
Honor guard.
She nods. So they spoke of a king, the ruler, Said
Yeah.
they brought him a prize.
How long ago did they come here to the
Day.
village?
A day.
They're a day away. God. Would you be all right? Are you going to be okay?
She glances forlornly at the spiders and shakes her head. I want to protect me now. I want to feed me. So alone. Everyone's dead.
Then, because since it's our fault that you're alone, I will keep you safe and keep you fed myself.
She
As
glances
a
up with
small
wide
apology.
eyes. You'll stay? Forever? Ever?
I can't stay, but you can come. You could come with me.
Her shoulders slump. Can't go.
Can't
Bound here.
leave.
My tree. She points southward. Still stands. Still alive. Rooted here. Forever.
Hmm. What if I don't suppose you could bind yourself to one of the tree's seeds? I could take you out from here and plant you somewhere else.
She seems to mull that over for a moment and shakes her head. I need a new tree. Decades to grow. Eventual escape, but not soon.
Hmm.
Minotaurs are worse. Come. She shudders and hugs herself.
What if you jumped into a small tree, one that we could carry?
She shakes her head. My tree, home tree, heart tree, soul tree. One and only.
Hmm. Hmm. So you can't. What if craft? What? No. Well, what about a small branch of your tree taken and grafted onto a smaller tree of a fitting size, bonding the two together? Could you jump into a smaller tree like that?
Don't know. Never tried. Sounds painful.
Probably. Do you know of any way that you could leave?
What if I could? Been here 1,000 years. So alone.
Backy was here, I'd ask her to do a knowledge nature check. Celadrie, do you know anything about? Don't you start about, racism to me. Do you know anything about plants or such? Could help.
Celadrie.
Third. God damn it.
It's just as bad as Fenoxo, I swear. Just the worst.
Hmm. Kaelirra,
Third.
do you have any ideas?
Third.
Third is dead.
Yeah.
He's dead now.
Third.
Also
Okay.
possibly AFK.
Probably AFK. Alright. I don't know shit
See.
about trees, so
Well,
Celadrie's probably your best bet.
Kaelirra knows a lot about nature. Why don't you have a roll a nature check?
Oh God.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, hey.
I miss anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
We yelled your name a bunch.
Why? I said I was going AFK.
Nobody heard you.
Chat probably heard me. Back me up, chat.
Praise Satan. Well,
What am I doing?
that's better than a 1.
Nothing now.
Yeah, nothing now.
Well, then fuck you guys. I'm gonna go off and masturbate again.
God.
Alright.
You had your second wank for the day?
Only on your second? Come on, mate. Step it up.
What does...
Alright.
Of course I've had first morning wank, but what about second morning wank?
Oh god. Fat
I don't think he's heard about second wank, Pip.
Alright. Hey. Kaelirra will tell you that dryads are spirits of ancient oak trees, that they and the tree are basically the same entity. You can't really have one without the other, and the dryad can only go so far from her heart tree. It might be possible to uproot the heart tree, but after 1,000 years, if it's somehow still alive, it must be truly massive.
Yeah.
Can you take a cutting from your heart tree?
Tried. We don't know.
Kaelirra will also mention that, like, any injury to the tree is felt by her and vice versa.
So if we made a cutting, it would, like, cut off a finger?
Wouldn't manifest on her, but the pain would be quite intense, she expects. Yes,
And she can't-
dryads are
she
notoriously
can-
immobile.
She can't just hop into a seed. And
She could theoretically transfer to another tree of that original tree's lineage. Perhaps that's how she's still alive after all this time.
What
but it
about...
would take decades to grow.
We can make things grow fast.
Can you?
Can we?
I don't know. I come from a fucking town of Gathlian druids and shit. Isn't that something druids can do?
Is there like an accelerate growth spell?
Probably.
If there is, then druid spell list. Let's find out. Let's see.
Plant growth?
Plant growth. Grows vegetation. Let's see. For growth, through normal vegetation, trees within a long range become thick and overgrown. Trees. Spell for a day. Duration instantaneous. Yeah, actually. Plant growth is a 3rd level druid spell and would probably be able to vastly accelerate an oak tree's growth. Says.
But we don't have a
druid.
druid.
Yeah. You would have to go find one.
And every druid we know is kind of far away right now.
It is also a 3rd level ranger spell, but I don't think that's likely someone you know at this point, since...
I don't think anybody can get up to that level in this campaign.
Probably not. Let's see. 3rd level is... No, 3rd level's 9th level and up, so yeah. There are 3rd spell level casting rangers around, theoretically.
So you're telling me that if Skezza hadn't become a paladin,
10th level and up.
No, you get a bonus one at 9th if you have high wisdom.
No, that's the 10th.
Is it? It says on the chart 9th. I didn't go look.
It has a dash for 9th. That means you get nothing. There's a 0 at 10th.
I'm apparently fucking dyslexic and
Never
can't read
mind,
charts.
then.
You're right.
Never mind.
Still, though, there are 10th level characters, just very few of them. But yes, Skezza, what level are you? Are you 10th
9.
level? Then no,
No.
you couldn't have cast it anyway.
There's nothing. Nothing we could really do unless we uproot the possibly enormous tree.
Which would be bad.
Also, how would we move it?
It's a good question.
Or we find through it and
have-
accelerate.
I have a little 3rd level spell called Shrink Item.
I don't know that works on living things. Maybe. Shrink item.
It's
Why
objects,
not?
but do
Okay.
trees count as objects or creatures?
What's the duration?
Even a burning fire and its fuel can be shrunk by the spell.
Well, the fire's not alive though.
It's
I
not
would
exactly an object either.
I would say it would be possible, but would probably hurt like crap to do it to a tree.
But then you just have this like tiny little bonsai.
If she can man mode through the pain, then
She can
That
man
is-
mode the pain.
that is one option.
There's not much else I have that could fit. I could animate some dead things to carry it. Thanks to the writings of Mad Talion.
Can animate those dead spiders. They're fucking enormous.
Huh.
If we ever get a boat, I can make a skeleton crew for the boat.
Hey, I mean, Sig owns a harbor now, so, you know, you have boats. Or at least access to them.
Guys want a free crew?
Hmm. There's no way to unbind her from the tree
No.
and keep her alive.
Always come back once we got more information.
But she's she's vulnerable now, though.
Yes. You gather that she had been somehow communicating with the giant phase spiders to get them to protect her, though at what cost?
I could animate them from the dead if you want.
She scurries away on all fours, like trying to get away from you, scary necromancer.
It's not my specialty, but I found this book. It's not something I normally do. Don't worry. In fact, I've never actually used that spell.
Well, it would be better than nothing. You eventually get her to mumble under her breath.
How long will they last, though?
I think they're permanent.
What's the spell? Create undead?
Animate dead.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just permanent until I make more. Or until they die. Unfortunately, they become shit.
Yes.
Skeletons or zombies. I think in the case of insects and arachnids, it's got to be zombies.
Probably.
And there's
Let's go talk to Backy. Get her to whip up a quick potion of Advil and shrink the tree.
Rip.
well, how long does that last? It's like days per level, I think.
Mm-hmm. I can just cast it over and over. I can keep it watered and everything.
There's no. There's nothing. Is there nothing Kaelirra can do for her?
Kaelirra can ease the pain if you try to break parts off the tree or shrink her, but not negate it completely.
That's something, at least. But it would be something we would have to do. I wouldn't want her to suffer for long. Maybe on the way out would be the best time to do it. Track these minotaurs down, get the elf back, come back here.
I could
Stop.
hypnotize her so that she doesn't feel the pain.
Is that a thing you can do?
Oh, it's hypnotism. She might be too high level for it, but you know. I could Celadrie's reversal so she feels it as pleasure.
I don't think that's how that spell works.
No, it's not, but...
Okay, so our best option, I guess, is get the elf, come back here, clear the temple out, and figure out what's going on and solve the problem with the fox creature that may or may not be an aspect or some kind of something, and then shrink the tree and try to get her somewhere safe as quickly as possible, so that she doesn't have to suffer for long. I guess that's the best we can do. We don't have a really strong druid with us, or we don't know where one could be.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
My home.
Well, I mean, Sig could technically teleport to Grand Tree, but then he'd be gone for a whole day before being able to come back.
You could protect her.
But the elf is getting farther away.
What else?
The dark elf?
Nassandra's mistress, the one who got captured by minotaurs.
Oh.
I think we should try to get her back.
Okay, well, take to the air then, you might want to...
Yeah, we could. It would be faster, for sure. We could definitely gain on them significantly in the air.
So do we want to leave her here, or...
Is there any way that you can hide and stay safe just for a few days?
She looks afraid, but slowly nods.
I'm gonna go sit down over here. Start summoning the Kinathis.
Oh, get the Kinathis to protect her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea. That is a good idea.
Alright.
Less,
Yeah.
people are less likely to just straight up murderize this place when it's just like a couple of sexy Draco centaurs and not evil, horrible murder spiders.
Kanara A and B appear.
Alright, Kinaras, fall in line.
They wander over.
You guys gotta protect this lovely little lady over here for a couple days.
Oh, who's this cutie?
She's a dryad.
Oh, hi, Kanara says, waving ecstatically. Valor Kanara gives you a firm bow and says, "We will defend her with my life."
Both of them.
Yes.
So we've got to help her out because we killed her guards accidentally. They kind of, tried to eat us.
Yeah, it was this big misunderstanding.
So, but we got to find this other elf lady's mistress. So we're kind of split up here. We don't know what to do, and we don't know how to make a dryad switch trees.
Well, we
You
do.
know Kinaras? Easy, painless way to move a dryad.
Sadly, they do not.
Stupid goddesses. Why weren't you guys paying attention in goddess school?
Bimbo Nara huffs and says that she's not.
Bonara.
Huffs and says that she's not a plant goddess.
Fair enough.
Not her department.
They are quite sexy, though, aren't you? Like,
It-
sex fucky goddess?
Is there a plant goddess?
If you want to
Her
transport
god?
like her children somewhere, sure. But
What is in her anyway? Is it spiders?
Valor Kanara will canter over and start trying to put a hand on the dryad's belly, but she scurries away.
It's okay. They're not going to hurt you. They're very friendly.
These are aspects of the goddess. This one's an aspect of valor, and this one's the aspect of camaraderie, but more likely motherhood.
They both wave in eerie unison.
Don't worry, they're perfectly fine.
Alright. Yeah. Takes a minute of coaxing, but Kanara is eventually able to get the dryad to crawl over. Puts her hand on her belly, thinks a moment, and says, spiders.
Thought so.
Bigger than any I've ever seen before.
They're not. Are they going to hurt her?
She thinks a moment more. Something tells me this is not the first.
Okay.
Perhaps half a dozen before this one.
Oh, crap.
Hmm. Okay, so she's gonna be it. Okay then.
Hey, other Kanara. Mama Kanara.
Hey.
You think you could bless them so they're not evil spiders?
I guess. She also canters over and puts a hand on her belly. Dryad seems incredibly confused and not a little terrified.
She's gonna bless your kids. It's cool.
She gives a forlorn glance at the other spiders that are dead over there and shudders, but does not stop Kanara.
Suck it up, Chuckle Fuck. It's not in character.
I know. Alright. So she eventually allows Kaelirra to put her hand on her belly, which glows with power, and Kaelirra's both say a few words in celestial blessing and protection, then nod and say that they think these eggs have as good a chance of any as being, well, they don't know how evil they necessarily might have been, but of being good.
I didn't know you could do that.
Camaraderie smiles and says, "Sure, it's not quite like what Kaelirra can do, but I can purge corruption from things in the womb."
Oh, we gotta summon you over in COC&D.
Okay, the Dryad it will be somewhat safe now. She can hide and she has the Kinaras to keep her safe. We need to go and track down this elf as quickly as possible, beat up these minotaurs, and get the elf back. Or
And my money.
and then come back here and possibly get your money back.
That was a lot of money.
Well, that's what you get for carrying it all around with you.
Pergolith is full of thieves. Murderers and thieves, and that's all I've seen of it, so I'm not leaving my money in Pergolith. I may be one of the thieves, admittedly, but...
You could have left it at the, at the academy.
Yeah, because they're not corrupt at all there.
Or with your sister again. She seems nice and probably wouldn't fuck you over.
Aw.
Fuck you over.
Well, maybe that's something I have to think about. Because I've never had to fucking... I've never had to bank my money before in a D&D game.
I don't carry around all of my money all at once.
I've literally never had to bank my money before in a D&D game.
Well,
How many D&D games have you been in when you have like an actual stable place to do that? It's just there forever.
Never had my money stolen.
Yeah.
At least not all of it.
I just figured out where the Foundation's money goes.
Here.
No, I figured out where they keep it. Ha ha ha. I like it. That's good. Okay.
Is it that bank that can't be opened?
No. Anyway.
Alright, so you guys seem to have your plan
game
in order
plan?
now.
Yeah.
But it is the end of our time, so I think we'll call it here. Good game, everyone. Let's chalk up some experience, and then maybe I can catch some Bloodborne with Dave.
I have to go start cleaning the house a bit.
Whoa!
Because I might have someone looking at the room that's empty on Friday.
Whoa!
Mm-hmm.
Woo woo!
Woo woo! Alright. Did you explore a new or interesting location?
Nah.
That's
Yes?
fairly self-explanatory. Did you
One.
learn something new and interesting about the world?
Dryads.
I can shrink trees.
Alright, yeah, you learned about dryads. Did you make a new ally or a lasting enemy?
Maybe?
A little bit of both.
Alright, well, we'll save that one for next time and see what exactly you're able to pull off with the dryad.
And
One
the
way or the other.
and the elves.
And the elves,
Two
yes. Let's see. Actually, no, I'll give that to you. You got Nisandra here.
Okay.
She's your new buddy.
A jiggly buddy, apparently.
Yes. Jiggly Bouncy Bard. Perform dance, clearly the best option. Alright, did you advance or complete a quest?
We advanced, I guess, yeah?
Got
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
Clearing Temple.
Alright, and did you neutralize a direct threat to your home?
Not really.
Spiders.
Well,
If you ask Sig, yes, but
yes,
not
Sig,
really.
yes, but no. Alright, so 4 XP for everyone.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. 4
I
out
will
of
get to
5.
level next session.
Savin, you mentioned that aspects don't get level up. They don't get EXP.
Correct.
You just summon the higher level one. But does this Kaelirra get something? Because I don't. She's kind of funny.
Does she have enough XP to level up now?
I don't know.
Then no.
Kinathis hasn't been keeping track.
Yeah.
Well, I think I did for a time, but then I think the thing about the aspects don't get EXP came up, and we're like, well, shit.
Yeah. So no, she doesn't level up.
What does Lane start at?
Lane?
Lane's
Not Lane.
Oh, Lane. Oh, you mean Catgirl, Fox Girl. Speaking of which, she didn't answer my question.
Guess you'll have to ask next time.
Damn it! I want to know what it's like to be a fox butt.
So companions like Lane, actually, what level is Lane? She's like level
5
6 or 7.
It says 5.
5, okay. Yeah. Characters who are that far behind, like Lane, Clarabelle, and Nasa, will probably just level up at the end of each adventure until they're level -2.
Okay.
That way they can catch up if you bring them along.
I guess I'll just wait. Where's the? Okay, I need to find the number, the EXP numbers.
72.5 Player's Guidebook is the document.
Somewhere.
Alright, well, thanks for watching Twitch stream / YouTube. See you guys next time.
All items.